With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can't be ignored. Just how much TSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if actually fun. His child's can't see if ours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending different bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Sunday, the 17th of September 2023. I do hope you've all had a very enjoyable weekend, and as the weekend comes to a close for some of us, you know, Phil Burnell, you know, he had a stream yesterday apparently, and apparently cried like a little girl. But I personally, I mean, there's a couple of things I want to go over about that. First of all, this is what happened to Phil last night playing Chrono Trigger. And by the way, I sped this up. It was 1.25 speed. I'm going to make it 1.5. So 1.5 speed. This is what Phil was like last night playing the final of Chrono Trigger.
Is growing weak now that Lavos is gone. We've got to say our goodbyes before the gate closes for good. You're all leaving? Photo strong, Marl strong too. Ayla have fun. You're my distant ancestor, so you better have strong, healthy kids or I'll be in trouble. No worry, Ayla much energy. Yeah, she does. Wait, what did you mean by that? Wait, what the? You know dumb, Ayla go now. Bye-bye. Exuberant folk, and to think we may all have descended from them. Well, your majesty, Queen Lena waits. We too should take our leave. I've always felt farewell. I'm crying. I'm crying because it's one of my favorite games and the music gets to me. I'm actually crying because it's the end of one of my favorite games. I'm a baby. I'm crying like a little baby. Like a little sissy. I've always felt farewells were best kept brief. The music, dude, the music gets to me in certain games. This is one of them that actually gets to me all the time. And by the way, I'm not sad or anything. I'm happy. It's a great game. It gets to me. It makes me feel emotional. Now, how am I going to do voice acting when I'm blubbering like a little baby? Hold on. Hold on, everybody. I'm a sissy. Sorry, I'm a 40-year-old sissy. Now I need more tissues just in case. Okay. See, here's the difference between today and 10 years ago. You know, 10 years ago, there was no face cam. There was no interaction with the audience. I could have easily split the part. I mean, I don't remember if I got emotional when I beat this 10 years ago. But you see, there's definitely a distinct difference between now and then, right? Oh, all right, so you're right. Who needs words? And she smooches him. Aw, you know what's a happy ending when the princess kisses the frog? And there goes Magus without a word, right? No. So you're going to search for Shala? Remember, that was his older sister.
So he cries like multiple times during this, you know, they all fuck off through the fucking portal or whatever, and the credits fucking roll, and he's like fucking bawling his wee eyes out again.
And now I'm gonna cry again. I don't know why I get so emotional over certain games. This is definitely one of them. This is an awesome game for its time period too, you know. This was definitely the first game I ever played that had time travel in it. And you know, you read comic books and other things where, it was kind of a plot device, and to actually see it implemented in a video game and done so well. You know, the side quest where you go back in time and you do something and it changes the future. Look, Robo and the female robot, and here's Ayla and what's his name, the ancestor of.
And what is his name? Phil gets so emotional playing this fucking game and he can't even fucking remember the goddamn characters' fucking names. It's what's his name? Boo fucking who? Jesus Christ, Phil.
Alright, and here they are at 600 AD. There's Frog. What is that? And Magus floating in the air for some reason. Will he ever find Shala? Oh, man. Such an awesome game. The music is so amazing, man. Still to this day. Gives me the strong feels to hear the soundtrack. Oh yeah, Radical Jaws, if you play Chrono Cross, you'll figure all this out. Really? So it has these epilogue stories for these characters? Huh. Oh man, it really got me. I didn't think it was gonna get me that bad. It got me good, man. I love this song. Fucking bitch. So thank you to everyone here. We had Klein who did a super chat. We had Radical Jaws doing this.
But yeah, as you can see, some skepticism in the detractor community over why Phil would just fucking shed crocodile tears. Was it for a lack of support? Because this very final Chrono Trigger stream only got $10 in tips. So yeah, not a lot of contributions are flowing that day for DSP playing this game. The finale of this game as well, it was not well supported whatsoever. He was lucky if he ever fucking hit like a tier 2 goal. He barely hit tier 1 goals with it as well, as you can see. So yeah, it's so yeah. But the thing is, though, I personally, I don't have a problem with Phil showing his emotions. It's just we are always going to be skeptical over the source of those emotions. Is he intentionally trying to fucking show emotion to try and encourage whales to support and tip more? Because we know the kind of person DSP is, because we've seen the fucking levels he'll stick to try and squeeze as many dollars from his fans as possible, we don't know whether he's actually genuinely fucking caring about the fucking game and fucking thinking back to a great time in his childhood when he played that game the first time. Or is he just fucking sad that the fucking game was not supported more than he wanted it to be because it's one of his fucking favourite games? In case you're wondering, by the way, the tissue's fine.
You know, I mean, damn, the emotion came out. I couldn't help it. Look, here's the tissues. I was crying and everything.
There we go. There's evidence right there. The fucking tissue survived the fucking crying. He kept it handy, I guess. Jesus fucking Christ. There's nothing wrong with showing your emotions, okay? Especially for guys, okay? There's this kind of ridiculous kind of concept, and it seems, especially these days, apparently men aren't allowed to fucking show their emotions, and yet we're fucking. It's one of those things. It's perfectly normal, okay? If you're playing a fucking game and it makes you fucking nostalgic and you want to fucking shed a tear, then by all means shed that fucking tear. It does not make you a fucking sissy. It just means you fucking cared about fucking something and it got to you, and that's how fucking passionate you were about it, or whatever, you know. Phil fucking trying to say, oh, I'm crying like a sissy, I'm crying like a baby, is a wrong message to send to his fans. I have no problems with Phil just, you know, shedding tears on stream, okay? But I'm fucking trying to dismiss it as, oh, I'm being a baby, I'm being a sissy, I'm crying my eyes out, I'm like a little girl. In fact, Phil saying those things, I think, is damaging somewhat to his audience. Because his audience are going to think, oh, it's going to be a fucking, if I cry, I'm going to act like a fucking baby. If I cry, I'm going to act like a fucking sissy. Now, everyone needs to fucking cry sometimes. It's okay not to be okay. But I feel is portraying the wrong message by trying to just fucking cover up him saying, you know, this kind of crap here where it's like, oh, I'm crying. So I have no problems with him fucking shedding tears, but I just think him trying to dismiss it as something that, you know, sissies do and babies do. It's a weird kind of take from Phil, in my opinion. And yeah, I don't care. I'm not a fan of him just trying to. I don't mean the tears, but it's the action afterwards of him trying to dismiss it as something that shouldn't be done. It's perfectly normal to fucking do it sometimes. And yeah, it's something I think Phil needs to grow up from and learn. You know, because he's got a big old. He has 200,000 subscribers. He has quite a lot of dentheads following his words. You know, so him trying to fucking say to them, oh, it's, you know, guys can't fucking cry because not, you know, fuck off. It's a terrible fucking message to send to fucking guys, especially like young people. Young men watch this fucking person every day. Some young men like watching Phil Burnell, and they're going to fucking look at Phil and think, oh, it's no good to fucking cry then, I guess. Phil did it and he said it's like, you know, something sissies do and babies do, or whatever. It's a wrong message in my opinion. Anyway, so Phil, you know, cried his eyes out playing Chrono Trigger, and the last time Phil cried his eyes out was playing Marvel's Guardians, and I couldn't find the clip I was looking for, but I thought this was a perfectly good substitute.
Excuse me. Oh man, I'm just a ball of disgusting stuff. I'm crying. I'm blowing my nose. I'm snorting. I'm burping.
That's an incredible fucking sound clip right there. That's like fucking 7 seconds or whatever, 8 seconds of every fucking disgusting facet of Phil's personality right there. He starts it off with a burp, he acknowledges how disgusting he is, and he ends it with a big robust snort. So there we go. I thought it was a fucking ridiculous fucking wee clip there. So yeah, Phil's awake, as you can see. He's on the streams live, and he's just trying to get fucking Dennis to show up in time. Then at 638 members, he wants 650 apparently. We'll see how fucking long that lasts. There was one more thing I wanted to go over before we started the bingo side of things, and it was a tweet by Shinko, good old Shinko Fleur. Today in the Comedy DSP history, this was tweeted yesterday, by the way. This is yesterday's tweet, but I'm showing it today because why not? DSP gets shut down by a woman he failed to magnetise with a Chiking fiasco and proceeded to mould on the following stream. So the tweets looked like this. Audra Williams says, "Oh, sounds like a trash person. I hope he does not get the burger justice of his dreams. I hope he gets the burger justice of his nightmares." DSP responds, saying, I have no idea what you're responding to because I have tons of harassing accounts, muted or blocked, but perhaps you shouldn't just believe what a crazy internet mob says about someone before you make a judgment. I wouldn't be a content creator for 13 years if those things were true. And Audra responded, "This is literally the first time in my entire life that men I don't know have warned me about another man. I read enough to verify that I don't want to engage. Also, the idea that someone can't be a vile human and still monetize online content for 13 years is beyond laughable." And Phil, as Shingo pointed out, Phil was not quite pleased with how that Twitter interaction went down.
Pattern stuff. You can't stop it. You can't stop it because the normals in this game are fucking broken fucking nonsense. So dumb, man. Well, an anonymous $1.50 tipper says, "Thank you for acknowledging quiet supporters with my tweet the other day. Sorry you don't get full support. I know a lot of people keep quiet out of fear. The truth is that trolls make people fearful to interact with you even on stream, but make no mistake, we're here." I'm well aware of that. I'm definitely well aware of that. And I appreciate you guys who support and watch the streams and watch the content and you know, contribute and everything. Everything you guys do for me, even though it may not be in the public eye. I don't want people to get harassed because they try to support me. Just the stupidity of people, they're so dumb. So, today, you know, the stupid viral tweet went with Burger King today, okay? So, I guess what happened is someone retweeted it or whatever, and now all of a sudden, like, ridiculous amounts of people are quote tweeting it and joking about it. So one person quote tweets and jokes about it, and I'm trying to remember exactly how we got to a conversation, but we started talking back and forth, and you know, and I think they were like, why are I don't even remember what the conversation was, but essentially, the person's like, you know, having a conversation with me, and then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, I get mass hate online and stuff, so that's why everything has to be private or whatever. And then they're like, well, you know, don't worry about it. Sometimes I get harassed online too. I get DMs saying I'm ugly or fat and stupid fucked up shit too. Immediately, like 2-3 people by my trolls respond to this person and say, oh yeah, Phil's a scumbag, Phil's a pedophile, Phil's a scammer, Phil's this, Phil's that, Phil's this. And the person, oh, I believe you. It's like, boy, you're stupid. Like, just because a group of people jump in and interject and start talking shit about the person you're having a conversation with, why do you believe it? Why do you believe it? Did they present any evidence besides a bunch of out of context slanderous videos? Which I don't even think in this case that they even presented any evidence. They just said it, and the person's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's like, but that's the problem is so many people are dumb. They just want to believe whatever dramatic shit is on the internet about someone instead of actually looking into it. Fucking dumb shit, man.
So yeah, that is a classic blast from the past there of Phil being all pissy about people believing, you know, basically, you know, detractors and not him. It's like the detractors put forth their argument over why Phil's a piece of shit, and Phil's like, don't believe him, believe me. And it won't give you what reason why, and the person say, okay, I'm going to believe the detractors in. Yeah, it's just fucking brilliant. So apparently Phil's stream is having issues again. The common consensus seems to be that the problems on the stream from Friday night when we were doing bingo, there was no problems at my end, and there was no problems on any other YouTube stream, but the problems on Phil's stream seem to be a common thing for everyone. Like, other people were also restreaming DSP at the same time. And so yeah, apparently Phil's own settings is actually, and he's seen chat there. Phil's chat there saying it's spiking up and down. Lol, I was above 130 and then down to 80, now 100 and back again. Something is up. Oh well, I'm going to start. I guess if Phil's about to start the bingo, then I guess we better get the bingo set up at our end as well. So I just launched the program. I've got one button to launch the entire program. That's fucking great. I love that. Big ups once again, MicroPython Cypher, for creating this incredible wee program in the Python program to generate bingo cards. It's absolutely incredible. I think I'm going to have an image be in the background today. A random DSP image or whatever, okay? That means we'll tick off things on a card.
Burger.
Instead of it showing green, it's going to fucking show part of the image. Phil's going live right now, so I just get him paused. And I'll just reset everything and we can... Okay, guys. We need a number. So we need to pick a bingo number. Anyone apart from Eddie. Eddie, you're banned temporarily from picking bingo numbers because the last one didn't go so great. No offence, pal. 69 was the first number in chat I saw from... I want to say, is your name the Fox in, like, Chinese dialect? Are you the Fox? Have I remembered that right? If I remember, I mean, I know someone, I think it's D-Dog got translated for me last time or something, that your name was apparently like something like the Fox or something. But you said 69, which is a good robust number, so in that case, we'll type in 69 here and hit enter. That's our bingo card for today's game. Oh, you are called Zhao Huli before. I recognise that name, I remember that name from before. I don't even know if I was right or wrong with the Fox thing, but there we go. So you're formerly known as Zhao Huli, I remember that name, so there we go. But yeah, the 69 bingo card has been picked, and it's a card that we can see on the screen before us. So it needs Phil to scratch his stash, him saying sound good, him saying nobody or no one, him drinking, and him having his voice crack. Then you got Phil saying content, engagement, him doing a creepy whisper, and him saying by the way. The third row is Phil saying shocked, interesting, him snorting, him saying idiot, and likes. The fourth row is Phil's chair creaking, him saying admittedly, him being toxic, him saying life, and him pointing directly at the camera. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying honest, you guys, positive, no exaggeration, and finally him making that annoying T sound. Now before we properly get into bingo, good and proper, okay, there's a variety of ways we can get free spaces on the bingo card you see before you. First of all, if Phil snorts 20 times or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his DSP reacts later on, that will give us a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes and blows bubbles for his audience before he starts recording for DSP reacts, that too will give us a free space. If we get 100 likes on this very bingo stream here, not only will that give us a free space for the bingo card, but we also get to enjoy the bubbles animation that Pixar Animation so very kindly made for us all to enjoy. And of course, if we do get a full house on the bingo card today and we get a full 25 out of 25 ticked off, one of you guys can potentially win a prize, but to do that, you've got to make sure you've got a comment on a community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream. So I think that's covered all the bases, and I believe we can then crack on with the bingo. Also, Insane's asking, is there a prize if we get the background image a la catchphrase? No, I'm just making the most of the feature. I mean, this is a feature on the bingo card I never even asked for, but MicroPython Cypher decided, I'm going to implement it, so I'm going to try and look into, say, it's like 800 by 800 images. There's a couple so far. I'm going to work on getting more. That's a fucking great guess from Eddie there. It's DSP. Yeah. The background image is fucking revealed as DSP all along. Who the fucking guessed it? But yeah, I'm going to try and get some more images as well. I think it's like, he went and sent, included 2 images by default, and that's what we're using. But I will try and get some more images worked on and included in future. And if you guys obviously want to submit any images as well for the background image thing, there's the 2 examples. You'll see. You'll see later on anyway. The chicken sandwich. I mean, if somebody wants that to be a fucking background, then by all means, if I can, but it's a bit of a strange fucking background image for bingo. But there we go. Let's just crack on bingo. Good luck, everyone. Here we fucking go. I'm going to start at 1.25 speed. We built up some speed up juice, so let's use it. Let's crack on bingo. Good luck today, guys. Here we go. Good luck. Fucking guitar. Oh, it's a long intro. In that case, I'll just fast forward here. Fuck off, Phil. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast for Sunday, the 17th of September, 2023. I'm Darkside Phil. I welcome you here to the show this lovely morning. A different kind of show today because we don't have crazy amounts of news to cover. Last couple of days, we had quite a lot of news stories to talk about. Today, we have one, which we'll reminisce about a little bit. It's more kind of an anniversary story than anything else. If you're not aware, today is the actual 10th anniversary of the release of GTA 5. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But outside of that, not too much going on. And so today's show will be more about recapping what I've been doing. Yesterday, particularly, we finished the story of Mortal Kombat 1, and we actually had a little sneak peek of what Invasion mode is going to be. So we'll talk about that, as well as the conclusion of Chrono Trigger, which was very emotional for me, unexpectedly. I wasn't expecting myself to have that reaction, but hey, sometimes it tugs at the heartstrings and you get the feels. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a good day yesterday, and today, of course, is the weekly React day, where we're going to head over to DSP Reacts and watch the variety of clips that you guys have nominated on my show, DSP versus the Internet. And we're going to have more Mortal Kombat 1.
Was that a camera point? That's fucking face.
Variety of clips that you guys...
I mean, it's barely a camera point, you know? It's like... He's kind of indicating... But no, it doesn't actually point to the camera. It's a sweeping finger going across the screen. That's not a camera point. We can't count that. At no point in has he actually pointed his finger directly towards the camera. It's like a swiping motion. It's like it's fucking scrolling for Tinder or some pish. Swiping away. So yeah, we can't count that.
You guys have nominated on my show DSP versus the Internet. And we're going to have more Mortal Kombat 1 Invasion gameplay tonight as we attempt to unlock tons of content, including the remaining cameo fighters and other customizables and things before we get further into the game. So, we've got a good amount of stuff to talk about today, just nothing too crazy. Likely we're going to have a lot more time for interaction and Q&A. Just for those who are here live, I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. Like, my viewer count is very weird. Here's what I mean by that. Typically when I start the podcast, all right, it'll be around, say, between 100 200 viewers. As I was starting the podcast today, it said I had 90, which is weird, but then it skyrocketed and said I had 130, then it said I had 80, then it said I had like 100, and it's kind of been pinballing all over the place. And it never usually does that. And I've noticed this. It looks like viewership on YouTube, there's some weird way that it's changed the way that it's being calculated. It's just odd. And again, it doesn't really affect anything. But I just want you guys to know, if you're watching live and you're like, why does it say we have this many viewers? Then it's way low, then it's high, then it's low, then it's high. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's accurate or not. It's not a big deal. I broadcast for my audience every day, regardless if there's 5 viewers or 5,000. I really don't care. I'm just having a good time. So as long as it's working...
No. You don't get to fucking just skip by that fucking point, Phil. If you didn't fucking care about how many fucking viewers attended your fucking streams, why the hell do you play so much fucking music before you actually go live properly? You are fucking sitting there with your stream live for about 20 odd minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, so you can fucking try and build up an audience in your fucking stream. The whole point of you fucking not going live immediately is you try and fucking build up an audience. So forget that fucking bullshit. Hell, why do you think I fucking don't fucking go live instantly immediately? So fucking people can just obviously come into the fucking stream, or the stream's live, great, and I'll fucking just wait for like 5, 10 minutes, whatever. Sometimes I'm longer, you know, but I don't like people keeping people waiting. I'll tend to go live when DSP's about to go fucking live, and then I give it like 5 minutes and I'll fucking crack into the fucking bingo. That's usually how I fucking try and do things. But Phil's like fucking waiting like 25, 30 fucking minutes. Just fucking sitting there waiting for people to flood into his fucking shitey fucking stream.
For all of you, and I did ask everyone in the chat, I said, the stream seems to be working correctly for everyone, right? Like, you can watch it, you can hear it. Everyone seems to say it sounds and looks the same. So I don't know what's up with the YouTube view counts bouncing all over the place this morning. If you're watching on demand, it likely is not going to affect you. Maybe it will, I don't know, because I don't know if, like, view counts on videos have also been affected. I told you guys, I'd say the last month to 2 months, I've noticed a distinct dip in viewership in my videos. But the weird part about that is, I haven't seen any decline in support or income. And what
that's because you won't shut the fuck up about getting support or income. Yeah, more and more people are getting fucking fed up with your fucking constant begging antics. But you get the same number of fucking dent-headed whales that are fucking there to support you because you're fucking asking time and time again, please, super chats, memberships, tips, super thanks, all that crap, super stickers, Patreon, all this garbage fucking shit, non-stop, every single fucking day, begging and begging and begging for more.
I mean by that is, like, my ad revenue has remained the same. my my membership revenue has remained the same or been better. So if I have less viewers, why would all my income be exactly the same?
Because you've been fucking hammering home the point to try and get fucking more memberships and more super chats. You've actually fucking neglected trying to get tip support for some reason. You've actually sacrificed fucking asking for more tip support because you actually want more support instead on the YouTube side of things. And so this is why you got an overinflated number of members, and this is why your monthly YouTube fucking ad revenue check is not actually that bad and sometimes a bit better than normal. Because you've got an overinflated fucking number, which is fucking being supported by a small number of people who are wailing out memberships at the ass just for you, to stop you from fucking moaning and complaining. Simple enough explanation, in my opinion.
Same or been better. So if I have less viewers, why would all my income be exactly the same? Doesn't seem to make sense, does it? You would think if you have a decline in viewership that you would have a decline in support, but I haven't. Which leads me to believe something's going on with YouTube, that maybe they changed the way that views are being calculated. It could be. I really don't know. It's also weird because, for example, the last couple of days we've had more people on stream supposedly to watch Mortal Kombat 1. I've seen my streams having 400, 500, 600 viewers, but the chat seems exactly the same. Which doesn't make sense. If we have hundreds more viewers, why is no one talking? That doesn't seem to make sense, does it? I'm just confused, but again, for me, I am a different kind of content creator than most. I'm making content for a smaller, more dedicated audience that likes what I do the way I do it, so it's curated content. You understand? If people from outside of my regular channels happen upon my content and watch it and enjoy it, great, welcome. You have to become a subscriber of the channel to talk in the chat. Just so you know, it's a 24-hour sub mode because there's so many trolls and things with bots and stuff. It has to be like that. We had it before that. It was a nightmare. No one could talk. It was nonstop spam and bots, okay? So welcome to everyone who is maybe a newcomer. But I do find it odd that recently there's all this weird stuff. View counts seem to be lower. Views are bouncing all over the place. Yet somehow I'm not affected. I don't get it, you know? Like, see, the thing is, I don't really care. I'm making content as long as you guys like it and things haven't, you know, declined, which they haven't. You know, I'm happy. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying. Don't worry too much about it. I'm certainly not worried. You know, I don't care. Right now it says we have 179 viewers, typically on.
He is absolutely fucking worried. The denial, the eyes, keep an eye on his. Look at his eyes when he says he's not fucking worried. And tell me he's not actually fucking worried.
You know, declined, which they haven't. You know, I'm happy. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying. Don't worry too much about it. I'm certainly not worried. You know, I don't care. Right now it says we have 179 viewers. Typically on a podcast, we'd have between 200 and 300 and then increasing at the beginning of the show. Sometimes we have more than that if it's like a new release. So, maybe it's just because today's React Day and there's less attention. It could be accurate. I don't know, but it was weird that it was bouncing all over the place earlier. Don't worry about it. The sky is not falling. The world is not ended. It doesn't matter what the views are on individual videos. Everything seems to be fine. Okay? So, there you go.
Burger.
Someone, Acidface says, maybe they only count logged in views now. I mean, that would be a huge change because tons of people who use YouTube don't log in. They just go to YouTube and click on a video and watch, and then they're out of there. They don't have an actual account they're logging into. You think that could be the case? Maybe that is the case. Maybe they're not counting logged in views anymore. See, the thing is, it doesn't matter. Back in the day, I actually got paid based off of views. I didn't get paid off of ad revenue or anything like that. I had flat rate contracts with Machinima back in the day where I would get paid based off of views. So if I had a view dip, I'd be super concerned. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to take a pay cut now because YouTube's not counting views properly. Today, I could not give a crap. You know what I'm saying? Like literally,
You have fucking you've dedicated the entire start of your podcast to fucking bitching and whining and moaning and pointing this out. I've not even seen detractors mention your fucking drop in views. You decided all by yourself to fucking bring this up without any fucking encouragement from detractors, as far as I can tell. So yeah, Phil, you're doing this all of your own volition here.
I could not give a crap. That's all I have to say. Anyway, so let's continue positively, shall we? All right. So what do we want to talk about today? I think today we should go back and recap everything that happened yesterday. Let's talk a little bit about the schedule for the rest of the week. Let's talk about the 10th anniversary of GTA 5. And then we can just do whatever you guys want. We'll do some shout outs, you know, and we'll you know, do some Q&A or whatever, a more relaxed day. First of all, before we even get to that, today, perhaps, maybe the first day of actual autumn weather here in Washington State. And what I mean by that is, after having 2 straight days where it was in the mid-80s again, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is summer weather, today we are down to the low 70s. According to my weather app, it's actually stating the hottest it will be in the next week and a half is 73 degrees. If that's the case, that is autumn weather, which is excellent. It means that I can essentially take the air conditioners out of the windows. You hear that loud noise right now in the background, that blowing noise? That's because my fans are on max blast, not on air conditioning, but max blast fan to try to keep air circulation and make the room cool. If I can open the window and I can get fresh air every day, I can just use the very quiet fan in the background, and you guys won't hear that anymore. And in addition to that, at night, the night streams will be very cool. I'd actually be able to open up the blinds at night to get tons of fresh air in here. So like when I'm doing like late night Street Fighter streams and stuff, man, that'll be much more refreshing than what we've been doing all summer long. My wife and I have been waiting, because here's the thing. What's been happening is it's been warm during the days, but then it gets cold at night. And when it's cold at night, you're like, man, it's cold. Don't you gotta bundle up? You're like, man, I wish we could turn on the heat. You can't turn on the heat with the air conditioners in. There's no point. The heat will go right out the window. You know what I mean? So we have to get these air conditioners uninstalled. We already bought incredibly good air filters for our furnace system to cleanse the air in the house for when we finally turn on the heat, but we can't use it yet. We're waiting for the temperatures to dip, and we've been waiting and waiting, and finally it looks like this week, and incidentally, it might be perfect. Autumn begins in the United States on September 22nd. Excuse me, September 21st. I was off by a day. So technically it is autumn or fall this week anyway, so it might be the exact timing to line up with the season, which would be great. So the good news is, if this is staying like this for the next day or two, I think I will be taking out the air conditioners, and then you won't hear this ambient blowing noise in the background anymore. Another big addition, I'll be able to hear games better.
But, Phil, you realise that for the audience's fucking sake, you could actually do something on your OBS to fucking minimise what the audience fucking hears in the background, don't you? Like, I've got fucking things like filters on my fucking microphone settings so it doesn't pick up all these fucking background noises. Like, if I speak very quietly, the fucking microphone will boost the fucking noise, and if I all of a sudden get very fucking loud, the fucking microphone will also adjust to that and fucking make sure it doesn't fucking blow anyone's fucking ears out. Very rarely will my microphone go into the fucking red because I've got it set that fucking way, okay? You've got to fucking think about the fucking audience, Phil, but you don't. You think about your fucking self first and foremost. You're a selfish piece of shit, as always, who doesn't want to fucking learn how to make it a better experience for his audience.
Because all summer long, when I have these neck phones on, okay, and I got them around my neck like this, and there's an air conditioner blasting in the background, it's very hard for me to hear certain kind of noises in video games. For example, I can usually hear dialogue, and I can usually hear sound effects, but it's very hard for me to hear music. So there's been entire games I've played this summer that I really didn't hear the soundtrack that well. Now I'll actually be able to hear the soundtracks better for games. I might play Street Fighter 6 and be like, oh my god, I can actually hear the music so nice now that I never heard before. You know what I mean? I guess we'll see. But yes, hopefully, within the next day or two, I'll be able to get rid of these air conditioners for good for the season, and then they won't be coming back to like April, May of next year. So we'll see, hopefully, okay? Anyway, let's get to the subject at hand, yesterday's gameplay streams, and let's talk about everything that happened. By the way, this will be spoiler-free, because I'm well aware that many of you perhaps are playing through Mortal Kombat 1 yourselves, or you're going to be getting Mortal Kombat 1 this Tuesday, and you're going to want to play through the story mode, and the last thing you want is big spoilers. So, I will avoid spoilers in this discussion. Don't worry. If you didn't play MK1 yet, you're going to watch me play it, or watch someone else play it, or whatever. You're not going to be spoiled by this segment, all right? So, after having finished it, I can now tell you, Mortal Kombat 1's story mode is about 6 to 6.5 hours long. Now, if you rush through it, it'll be a little shorter, but if you have difficulty with it, it'll be a little longer. It really depends on the difficulty level you select. Because when I played it on hard, because people told me it was too easy, I couldn't even win the first fight. The computer was literally going non-stop, fighting and just rushing me down, and I couldn't even learn a special move. I was like, let me try the special move with Kung Lao. Oh, I can't because my body's being pummeled into paste by the computer. What the hell kind of difficulty is this? So then I turned it from hard to medium difficulty. Now the computer just stands there like it's brain dead. Duh, well, please punch me.
Well, basically you're not to fucking fight it on hard level. That's a problem, that's a skill issue, Phil. It is absolutely a skill issue on your part. D-Dog's apologising for... Look, D-Dog, you never have to apologise for being late. Sometimes you're apologising for it, sometimes Prophet as well. Nobody ever has to apologise for being late for fucking Bingo. Bingo will be here for people when they want it and need it to be here. People can rewind if they want, they can fucking catch it on demand because it's fucking YouTube, not shit. Nobody ever has to apologise for being late for Bingo. I'm just happy to see people here and hopefully you can all have a good time. Never apologise for being late.
Like, what the hell happened? I have no idea why they have nothing in the middle to basically make do, because it should be something in the middle and there isn't. It's weird because they have easy and very hard. No one's ever going to use those. Let's put a million other difficulties that don't make sense. So anyway, the good news is I think you play as 15 to 16.
So game developers are still not fucking implementing a DSP level of difficulty. They haven't got a fucking fine balance between a challenge and DSP.
Different characters. I think it's 15 characters, and then if I remember at the end for the finale, you get to pick who you want to play as at the end of the game. Like, you have a choice of the entire cast at that point, which is kind of neat. You can select your fighter for the finale fights, okay? It's a good story. Well, allow me to explain. Basically, if you've played Mortal Kombat 9, 10, or 11, you know the deal by now. It's a narrative-based campaign that has twists, turns, good high-level production values and voice acting. The mocap is really well done. It goes through all these different locations, both in Earthrealm and Outworld, and a variety of characters are used, okay? Surprisingly enough, and this is not a story spoiler, I just want everyone to know, the Special Forces are not featured whatsoever in the campaign of this game. So any of those characters that you've liked over the years that are supposed to be like the human forces, they don't exist. They're in the game. You know what I mean? Like, those characters are in the game, but they're just not in the story for whatever reason. They're just not featured and not prominent. I guess when Liu Kang redesigned the world, because he's now the god of the entire realm, he decided the Special Forces were not needed or something. I don't know. So anyway, here's the thing. It's 6.5 hours long, and I can tell you, the whole first 4 to 4.5 hours are pretty darn well done. There's reimaginings of different places that you've seen in previous Mortal Kombat games that blow you away. I was like, wow, the writing is good because they've redesigned entire areas to be completely different. You know, what would Outworld be like if it weren't a disgusting, gory wasteland of death? That's essentially what this game explores, and that's really cool to see that, because we never explored that ever in a Mortal Kombat game before. It's always been, oh, Outworld, that's the world where everyone's warlike, everyone's killing each other, all the factions are at each other's throats, everyone wants to die and have power, there's freaking bodies impaled on pikes and all kinds of messed up stuff, right? They changed it for this one, which is good. It's refreshing, okay? But all I'm going to say is this, and again, no spoilers here. After 4.5 hours, there is a plot element that is used that, I hate to say, I feel is incredibly played out in the modern day. Maybe if this were 10, 15 years ago, and maybe this were Mortal Kombat 9 and they had used this plot element, I would have been way more excited. But the plot element they used is just something that's been used so much recently in pop culture that when they use it, you kind of cringe. You're like, wait a minute, what? Don't tell me they're doing this. Everyone else already did it. And then they did it. I was like, oh no. I feel like the writer copped out. Whoever was writing the story of Mortal Kombat 1 essentially copped out and couldn't think of a good resolution and said, well, let's just do what everyone else does. Because I hate to say it, by employing this plot device, essentially the writers made it so that absolutely nothing matters anymore. And again, this is hard to explain without spoiling, so I urge you, if you're going to play the game yourself or you're going to watch me play it, you'll understand what I mean when you get to this point. But once you get to this plot device, it's just like, what? Why did they do that? It's so annoying, because I was really liking the story, and then it just hits you like, wait, what? And then let me tell you, the ending of the game, again, without spoilers, is one of the most over-the-top, jump-the-shark, ridiculously poorly written endings of any video game that I've ever played, and or definitely the worst ending of the last 4 Mortal Kombats. Because you remember the last 3 Mortal Kombats, they rebooted the plot and it was way more serious. This ending sucked ass. I was blown away at how bad it was, because they were treating the ending like it was serious. And like, this is not serious. This is terrible. Like, did you guys ever play Conduit 2 on the Wii? The answer is you probably did not. All right? In the game Conduit 2, at the end of the game, a portal opens up, and Abraham Lincoln, as well as other former presidents, step out of a portal through time with giant energy weapons to say that they are back to save the world. And that's the end of Conduit 2.
That kind of sounds cool to me. I mean, this is randomly out of fucking left field, but also, America, fuck yeah. And what's wrong with that?
The ending of Mortal Kombat 1 is pretty much on par with the ending of Conduit 2. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? And, yeah, I couldn't believe how bad it was. I was just appalled. And so was everyone watching live on stream. We were all like, that's seriously how they want to end it. They want to end it like this. This is the ending of the plot of Mortal Kombat 1. So all I'm going to say is, and I don't know how many of you know the games from the 2000s, because this is one thing that I actually said right before I started playing the game. I said, much like how Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11 seemed to be a trilogy of Mortal Kombat games that was an homage to the 1990s Mortal Kombat, right? They really focused heavily on the characters from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, and then a little bit of 4, and then had new characters like the children, like Cassie Cage, and the son of Scorpion and stuff like that, right? So, much like that trilogy was the 90s, it seems like what they're trying to do is start a new line of Mortal Kombat that are now an homage to the 2000s Mortal Kombat. So we're talking Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, and I think there was another one in there too. But there is a problem with that. The problem is, the 2000s Mortal Kombats were widely accepted as fun console mess-around games, but were never accepted as mainstream competitive serious games. There weren't really tournaments for them, while games like Street Fighter and Tekken and other fighting game franchises were excelling in the tournament scene. Mortal Kombat faded into obscurity. It still sold well, but it was kind of the laughingstock of the fighting game community. Well, it exists, but hey, you want to mess around with your friends and rip off people's dicks and shove them up their nose holes, you play Mortal Kombat. Outside of that, if you want to play a real fighting game, you're going to play everything else. That's how it was seen. And with this plot, I hate to say, I think that's what they're going for. I think that they're more saying that they really don't feel like they care that much anymore about being serious. They tried that with 9, 10, and 11. They tried to be serious, balanced games. They tried, and Mortal Kombat 11, they added in all these elements that made it play more like Street Fighter. They had, you know, blocking that didn't require a block button. They had wake-up reversals that used, like, meters, so you could, like, invincible wake-up reversals and stuff. They completely removed all of that. It's all gone. So they've changed the way that Mortal Kombat is played, right? So, in that regard, I kind of feel like that's what's going on. They just don't care about really competing anymore. They feel like because they've been around for so long and they have an established fan base that will come back and play and whatever, no matter what. And the other thing is about Mortal Kombat. Usually, when a Mortal Kombat game comes out, especially this last decade, it'll be popular for like 6 months, sells a ton, and then you don't really hear much about it until the DLC characters come out. And you might be like, well, wait a minute, I don't get that. Because isn't there a competitive community? Well, there is. But for whatever reason, even the Mortal Kombats where they tried really hard to make them competitive, they don't catch on that well. They just don't have longevity or the legs of other fighting games. While a fighting game like Street Fighter V, which arguably I thought was terrible. I thought it was one of the worst ones ever made. Okay, I really did. I thought it was god-awful. It lasted 7 years. 7 effing years, right? While Mortal Kombat had like 3 games during that time period, each one only lasted about a year competitively, and then people never really talked about it or played it anymore. It was on to the next. You see, that's why they had Injustice games in between to fill in the gaps. So, that's I think what's going on right now, is they wanted to cater more to the people who were their big fans in the 2000s, get that player base maybe back. Maybe they maybe lost them in the last decade. They want to get those people back, and that's really why they're not taking it so seriously, because that plot, oh my god, that plot cannot be taken seriously in any way. The ending is atrociously bad for anyone who was looking for something that was to be like, okay, this is cool, I'm interested, I'm invested, let's see where the plot goes next. I could not give 2 craps where the plot goes next at this point. Seriously, anything can happen, and it's a complete mess around at this point. So, I hope that kind of explained my thoughts without spoiling. If you want to know exactly what I'm talking about, you can watch the end of my playthrough, which is live now on the channel, or you can play the game for yourself. Either way, you're going to find out exactly what I mean, and I'm curious what your feedback would be. If you happen to watch it, please leave comments and let me know what you think about what they did with the plot. I'm very curious to hear everyone's thoughts, okay? Now, later on, I had extra time, and we played about an hour of the Invasion mode in Mortal Kombat 1. And I didn't know what to expect. I heard it was like a board game. That's actually what someone had told me. Invasion mode seems pretty interesting, and here's why. They've removed the crypt. There's no more crypt from like the last 3 Mortal Kombats. That's been removed. There's no more traditional like big challenge towers. I mean, they do have some towers in there, but I think it's more like the arcade towers or whatever. So what they've done is they combined all of that traditionally good single-player content into a mode called Invasion. What it is a series of maps. I think there's like 8 of them or something like that. And what it is, you go around this, it is like a board game, and you have challenge fights. Some of them are just straight up fights, you against a computer-controlled opponent. Some have criteria like, oh, the opponent has super armor, and they're only weakened during a certain time frame. Or, oh, there's a variable, like there's monsters flying and dropping fireballs out of the sky, you gotta dodge those. Sometimes it's not even a fight, it's a mini game. You gotta jump around and dodge obstacles and stuff like that. There's actually RPG elements to it. So, for example, let's say you pick Reptile. Well, Reptile is a poison fighter. He's strong against certain characters and weak against others. Like an RPG, like elements in Pokemon, right? It actually has that to it. It's got items you can equip that give you status buffs. It's very interesting the way that they've designed this mode. And the thing is, you can actually select any character you want at any time. So let's say you wanted to start off with Johnny Cage, but after 5 fights you want to switch it up and try Liu Kang. You could do that and you can continue on. And the cool thing about the mode is you're always unlocking useful, interesting things. I played it for an hour. I unlocked like 5 colors for Johnny Cage, 2 or 3 colors for Baraka, at least 1 color for Reptile. I got some customizable stuff for Baraka. I actually got a entirely new outfit for the Cyrax cameo assist, and I unlocked the classic Scorpion cameo.
And yet, you've not yet told everyone that you're not able to perform a fatality, despite your many efforts of trying. In case you guys missed it, okay, in case you guys missed it. Where is Raw Phil? Where is Raw Phil? I just fucking go back here and just go back to, here we go. So, Phil had like 20 separate attempts to try and perform a fatality. And no matter what he did, he could not get to work, apart from one time And that's when he got his fucking ally to perform it for him.
Oh wow, I can do fatalities in this mode, huh? Oh, I don't know the fatalities. Let's see.
So here he is. Here he is educating himself on how to do them.
Finishers. Split decision, back, forward, down.
So it's telling you here, you need to be close. I need to fucking do those inputs here. Oh, because he's not on the left hand side of the screen, I might be wrong in saying this, but I think I might be right. This game is assuming you're going to be on the left hand side as player 1, which means you need to fucking do forward, back, down, and then square. Am I reading that right? Because Phil reads it differently. Because Phil's on the right hand side, he does it exactly as it's shown here: right, left, down, and square. So Phil is reading it backwards, okay.
Square. Okay.
So he's told himself, so he now knows how to fucking do it, but he's not fucking taking into account, oh wait, I might be facing the wrong way, because he's on the right hand side of the screen here. and that was that, he couldn't fucking do it. There was one here, so here's another timer. This is the third attempt.
Left or right. It's back, forward, down.
Hold on. He's actually shitting on somebody that's trying to fucking help him here.
It doesn't say facing any direction, by the way. You're wrong. It doesn't say facing left or right. It's back, forward, down, square. What the fuck? I want to jump.
The jump button was not involved in whatsoever. There was no fucking instruction to jump, and yet Phil jumped anyway. So let's fast forward to
Nope. Back, down, forward.
How about attempt 7 or whatever attempt? I don't know, what about this one?
This is hilarious. People are like, Mortal Kombat was not made for sticks. Oh, so you're telling me...
Shut up. Let's just kind of fast forward to it. Okay, how about this one? This is the 8th attempt.
Right.
Fucking wow. Attempt 9, attempt 10. There is one attempt he gets with his ally. Let's look at this one here.
Hopefully I can do his finisher. Forward, back.
Different fighter, okay, different fighter here. So it's a mid-range move, and it's called indigestion.
Back, down, circle. To try that. Anyway. Okay.
Here's a reminder.
So, mid-range, forward, back, down, circle.
So, in theory, Phil should fucking get this perfect, because he knows it's mid-range. He fucking read it's mid-range, okay? He read out the fucking guide to it. He read out what to fucking do here.
So, mid-range, forward, back, down, circle.
There you go. You press the right, the left, the down, and then circle. And you got the mid-range. He knows everything he needs to fucking do here.
Finish her.
Dude, I don't get it.
Dumb bastard. You want to see his one successful attempt with an ally.
So, again, from mid, forward, back, down, circle. See that?
Oh, this is not the ally one,
Nope.
my bad.
Forward, back, down, circle. Forward, back, down, circle. Forward, back, down, circle. Doesn't work.
There is one attempt, as I said, where he gets an ally to fucking perform the finisher for him. And it's the one time it works. Here we go. This is the one time it fucking worked, where he had an ally fucking perform the fucking fatality.
Doing one off of that. So again, forward, back, forward, R1. Ready? Forward, back, forward, R1. It worked! I got it to work! Destroy the world! Look at this! This old fatality from MK3. Alright, I got one. Nice.
You might be wondering to yourself now, guys, isn't there an option for an easy fatality by just pressing 2 fucking buttons? Why doesn't Phil try that? He did.
So, forward, back, down, circle. Ready?
So he still can't get it away.
Forward, back, down, circle. Forward, back, down.
Didn't work. Let's try again, shall we? What's attempt 16?
There it is. That did not work. I thought that was it.
So yeah, you couldn't get it either then. Attempt 17. Let's try attempt 17, shall we?
Finish.
try back, forward, down, X, right, Jade?
No. How about attempt 18? Let's see how he does in the 18th try.
The Gator roll. Forward, back, down, circle from mid. Going forward, back, down, circle.
So yeah, he could not fucking get this figured out whatsoever.
Advanced view. Doesn't help at all. Look at that. That's advanced view. There's nothing there at all. Wow. That's...
I just love how if I was smashing that fucking button over and over again to fucking show advanced view, advanced view, advanced view. You can see how fucking pissed off he's getting because he's not able to fucking execute the fucking moves that most people can fucking do.
Really helpful. Zero information. Forward, back, down, circle.
Maybe this time, Phil.
Forward,
Maybe
back,
this
down.
time.
Doesn't
No.
work. I give up. I'm sure he's gonna give up stuff.
There is one more try to follow.
Finish her.
There's a fatality tutorial? I didn't even know there was. I guess.
So Phil didn't even know that there was a fucking fatality tutorial available for him. So there we go. Yeah, 20 different tries and Phil got lucky once with a fucking cameo fatality. And yet, even then, he couldn't fucking work it the rest of the fucking time. You'd tell how pissed off he was getting. You can tell how disappointed he was fucking getting in the game because he was incapable of fucking performing the simple little command.
And that was in 1 hour. I was like, wow. I mean, I'm just playing through this, having some fun, and I'm unlocking tons of content for the game. Lady says they copied Smash Brothers Ultimate World of Light. I mean, yeah, and not just that, but also, yeah, I would say that's actually a good comparison. To have a single player mode that had that kind of content. That's pretty much similar, although the challenge towers are in there. I actually did an optional hidden challenge tower that was 4 stages, and when I beat it, they give me a bunch of rewards. The game it's very confusing because the game has like 3 different kinds of currency. One of them is ones that you use to do the random loot box summons to see, and sometimes you get junk and sometimes you actually get something good. But there's 2 other kinds of currency. I don't even know what they do. I was getting green coins and like red coins. Like, what the hell are these? But I mean, I've only played it for an hour. Maybe it'll be more apparent the further in that I go. There's also optional objectives. So for example, on one stage, there was a word scramble. And I didn't know what it meant. And after I unscrambled, oh, it says destroy the world. What does that mean? You realize, oh yeah, one of the cameo fatalities is Cyrax's classic fatality from Mortal Kombat 3, where he opens up his chest and he shoots a bunch of bombs out and he blows up the planet. Well, they put that fatality into Mortal Kombat 1. So if you do that fatality on that stage, you get a bonus reward. And I did it. Opened up an area and I got a big bonus reward that I think it was like another color and other stuff for doing that. So it's kind of a neat mode. If you're someone who is looking for single player content in the fighting games and you don't really care that much about online play, and you were wondering, gee, if I buy Mortal Kombat 1, what content will I get? Well, the story mode's about 6 to 6.5 hours, but it seems like this invasion mode is going to be your major source of focusing on the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely seems like this will be the meat of the game for you if you're not going online to play people in a competitive setting. So far, I like it. So we're going to play more of it over the next couple of days because the thing is you have to play to unlock all the characters. Right now, I only have one of like 5 or 6 optional cameos unlocked. And the thing is, some people were like, oh, well, you could just play online. That is true. Whenever you play Mortal Kombat outside of the story, you're leveling up your account, and your account level is what unlocks the cameos. However, supposedly, the invasion mode is the best way to unlock content because you level up your account constantly playing this mode. Apparently, it takes tons of matches online to unlock the cameos. Well, if you play Invasion for like 3 hours, you get everything that you need for multiplayer. So, it makes more sense for me to focus on Invasion than to jump on right online and not have the whole cast. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. I liked Invasion mode for the hour we played it last night. We beat the tutorial, which was Johnny Cage's mansion, and we ended up in the first major map, which is kind of like a town in Japan with big pagodas and things like that. And that's currently where I am. And I used Baraka for like the first half hour, and then I switched to like Reptile. I think today, when I play again, I'll probably pick another character. And that's the thing. I'll keep mixing it up. I'll try various different characters as I play through this mode as a way to kind of get a little bit of experience with each. It kind of makes sense, right? So there you go. Invasion mode. I'm liking it so far. I'm looking forward to more. Now, last night on the late stream, it was the conclusion of Chrono Trigger after a summer-long playthrough. Basically, I've been playing it for about 6 weeks. I was looking it up, and I started right at the beginning of August. So it was about, 6 weeks that I've been playing Chrono Trigger, and the playthrough clocked in at just over 26 hours when I was done. Much longer than my original playthrough. My original playthrough from 10 years ago, that one was only like maybe 15 to 18 hours. Reason being, number one, it was just me playing. I wasn't talking with anyone or explaining anything while I was playing. It was more me just playing and narrating over what I was doing, which is way more streamlined. Number two, the version that I played 10 years ago was the pure emulated SNES version. This time around, we were playing the Steam version, which had much added content. It was widescreen, it had better menus, it had added optional content such as the Lost Dimension, Lost Dungeon. I can't remember what it was called. We did it. It was 4 hours of extra gameplay, and that was the content that had been added when this game was ported to the Nintendo DS in the 2000s. So we did that too. Oh, Lost Sanctum. That's what it's called. Lost Sanctum. So we done all of that. So it was a much more complete playthrough this time around. Okay. Man, the ending was great. The music was outstanding. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I cried because this is a game from my childhood that still to this day I love this game. Every time I play it, I have a blast. The music, the graphics, the story, the optional content, it all resonates with me. This is one of the games that back in the day made me fall in love with games for the rest of my life. And so it was very emotional for me. It wasn't that I was sad. It wasn't that I was overly happy. It's just, it resonated. When I started playing that final music and it was everyone's final goodbyes, everyone was going to the time portal to say goodbye at the end of the game. It actually made me tear up. I was crying. Everyone's like, what's he crying about? I'm like, it's just, I don't know. It's just certain things from your past that are meaningful to you make you feel that way. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed the ending of it. And for those who were there live, thank you. For those who were there for the entirety of the playthrough, I really appreciate that because this playthrough meant a lot more to me than playing these games 10 years ago. When I played these games in 2013, the internet was a different place and I was a different person and my content was different too, okay? So, that being said, yeah, basically for me, when I'm doing a playthrough and I have an interactive audience and I can talk with you guys and I can share my emotions and thoughts live, that's way more meaningful to me than any of the content that I used to do that was the offline style. Because pre-2017, all right, basically everything that I did was basically felt like it was offline, me doing it for myself. Or, if I had a co-op partner, that was a little different. But for the most part, it was just me narrating over everything. Even
A good point there about Eddie. Eddie B43 brings up a very good fucking point here. Fun fact, in the 2013 Chrono Trigger outro, Phil has called it an interactive playthrough. And of course, if people aren't aware, Phil used to fucking try and disguise him fucking not doing direct capture and instead just fucking filming his TV. Phil would always try and claim that him fucking playing games like that was a more meaningful experience for the viewer as well, because it's like you're fucking sitting right there on the couch with him. You're sitting right next to your favourite content creator playing video games. It's like you're fucking right there with him rather than just watching some fucking random, random fucking paid shill YouTuber style person hunched over a fucking PC playing fucking games with a little headset on. He was very angrily dismissive of the fucking current trend at a fucking time of these more professional gameplay content creators. So Phil always fucking defended himself, playing the fucking game by recording a TV screen with his camcorder. He would also fucking say it's a more personal experience, it's a more meaningful experience, not shit. Anything to fucking not put into any effort whatsoever into trying to improve his content. He was adamant that his way was the fucking better way. How times change.
Even though I did live stream from 2013 to 2016, those streams were ignoring the audience, not interacting, no face cam, right? It was a very different style. It wasn't until 2017 that I changed everything up, and now it's been pretty much almost 7 years, because 2017, 18, 19, 21, 2021, 22, 23, yeah, it's been 7 years that I've been an interactive live streamer, and things have been much better for me. Like, the content I put out today, makes me feel better about what I'm doing on the internet. I feel like the stuff I
Oh, shut the fuck up. Your fucking shite's been crap for so goddamn long. Also, I think I got our first bingo again.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
There we fucking go. Also, big ups to Eddie for sharing this link here.
Interactively, and that is...
So let's just rewind this. This is Phil playing Chrono Trigger. What year was fucking this shit? 14th of August 2013. A decade ago. So let's see what he says.
Who followed along, watching, participating, whether it was on Twitch, whether it was on YouTube, whether it was both. You guys are awesome. You allowed me to play some of my favorite games from my youth and experience them with you interactively. And that is an absolutely awesome experience that I've...
So yeah, Phil did call an interactive playthrough even 10 years ago. I guess by that I meant, he probably fucking meant, I upload videos, you watch videos, I get paid for you watching videos. Thank you for interaction. That's probably his fucking mindset then.
always wanted to have. So thank you so much for letting me share these amazing games with you over the course of this summer. Whether it was a popular decision or not, I really don't give a shit. It's what I wanted to do. And it's one of the few things that I'm probably going to cherish. So
and yeah, he fucking dismisses it these days as not fucking worthwhile. Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's amazing how much of a fucking hypocrite he makes himself sound just by fucking looking at the things he said back in the fucking day. Jesus Christ, but cheers, Eddie, for that timestamps clip. I do appreciate it.
Today is a legacy of good content, while a lot of the stuff that I used to do back in the day was very much for an immature YouTube audience, you know?
Wow, so Chrono Trigger back in the day was for an immature YouTube audience. And yet he said in that very same playthrough, right at the fucking end of the fucking thing, that, oh, it's an amazing interactive playthrough and he's going to fucking cherish it and all that shit. Fuck off. Phil, spoiler alert, all your content over the course of 15 fucking years has been pretty fucking diabolical. You're not that good a fucking content creator, you're not a fucking good entertainer, you're not a good fucking game player. You don't play games that well apart from fucking Street Fighter, and even then you're fucking, you know, above average at best. Every single other fucking game you come across, you're fucking shite at. Even Mortal Kombat, another fighting game, your fucking forte, your speciality, you had to fucking remove from hard to medium because you couldn't fucking cope. You are pish at most things you do in life, and yet you still somehow persevere, basically because you fucking guilt trip a bunch of mentally ill dickheads and supporting you daily.
Case in point, in 2013, when I did what was called the Summer of Retro, and I played games like Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and a couple of classic Super Marios, okay? My viewer base revolted against me. Yes, I got thumbs down all over the videos. I had people who were coming out and complaining. What a boring summer that Darkside Phil has done. How off base he is with his viewer base to be playing classic games. No one wants to see these old pixelated relic games. They mean nothing. We want him playing Grand Theft Auto. We want him playing gory, you know, shooters or current fighting games. Essentially, that's the feedback I got. And I was like, wow, you know, like what a ridiculously off base reaction. They actually were pissed at me for playing classic games. And I remember I got into arguments with my audience in video comments and on social media. Yes, 10 years ago when I was using Twitter, I was, you know, why are you reacting like this? These are the classics. These are the games that laid the foundation for what we have today. And sure, you may feel that they're outdated, but that doesn't mean you don't respect them. This would be the equivalent of saying we would never watch an old movie ever again because modern movies are better. It's like, what are you talking about? Art resonates no matter how long time has passed. Technology doesn't. For example, if you watch an old game and it's pixelated, okay, the graphics don't look good. Or you watch an old movie, oh, the CGI from the 90s looks like shit. Admittedly, you're right. But that doesn't mean that the work of art is completely destroyed or wasted and has no meaning.
Burger.
And those were the kind of reactions I got 10 years ago. This time around, it was completely the opposite. When I played the games this time, it was people who were on those streams and watching on demand, because I know there's still people watching the playthrough on demand, okay? They were incredibly appreciative of the fact that I was sharing this game and all of my knowledge and passion for it through this playthrough, and that it was interactive with my audience, and I was answering questions, and I was giving details of little tips and things that you can do during the boss fights, because Chrono Trigger is not an easy game. If you don't understand how to do certain things in certain boss fights, that game will kick your ass, all right? And I was trying to help people who may be doing it, playing it for the first time, to understand how to do certain things. I also like that we took the time to unlock all the stuff in the game, including all the crossover attacks and all of that. Not to say that I used them all, because there really are a lot of crossover attacks that are just kind of unnecessary, but it was nice to see every triple attack and everything by the end of the game, you know what I mean? Again, very different feeling in the modern day versus 10 years ago when I had backlash for playing classics, all right? So I want to say thank you so very much to those who attended the streams, to those who watched and are still watching that playthrough on demand, because I know for a fact there are people still in the midst of the playthrough. It's a lengthy one, all right? And, of course, particularly a shout out to those who supported that playthrough, whether it was simply engaging with the streams and the videos, maybe a super thanks, or super chat, super sticker, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips. All that stuff made that playthrough possible. You understand? Because a lot of people are, it's a classic, I'll skip it, it's boring, slow, I'll come back when there's a new game. But the fact that people showed up and supported those playthroughs, those retro playthroughs that I do, means that I can play them. You understand? I'm happy that in today's audience, I have the ability to be flexible and I can balance games. I can play a new game with an old game and it all balances out and it works. Back then, I couldn't do that. That summer, my views plummeted because I played retro games and I lost tons of money. Seriously, it was one of the slowest summers I'd ever had at that point being a YouTuber, just because I chose to play some classics. And it's like, wow, I'm beholden to my audience. I have to kind of almost obey the demands of this, almost, I hate to say it, a lot of entitled people back then. It was like, oh, we are, you know, our views determine what you do. So if we don't want classics, we're just refuse to watch anything you do for 3 months and we'll come back when the new games come out in the fall. I was like, wow, that's kind of messed up. Because the way I saw it back then was I thought that I was having a chill gameplay time with my audience. It wasn't. It really wasn't the case, you know? But then things change over time. And today I do feel like things are very different today. In the way that the content that I put out and the way that people react to my content. And that's a good thing. I have way more fun today. I feel like we have way more personal social interactions on the streams. It's more meaningful to play Chrono Trigger in 2023 than it was in 2013 because of the kind of YouTube audience that I now have. It's much smaller, that's for sure. You know, back then, we're talking every video I pumped out got thousands of views. Seriously. Even a playthrough that was slow got thousands of views per video. Today, I push 300 views a video, right? So, it is what it is, but hey, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Comment frenzy, stop right now. I'm just going to say that. Don't repeat what you're saying. You're saying toxic stuff in the chat. Nobody gives a crap. Just stop repeating it. Nobody gives two craps. Thanks. Okay. Sorry I had to do that. I was trying to ignore the guy, but he's now...
Hold on. How far are we behind? We're behind by 12 minutes. A raw Phil, where are you? I need to see what he's saying. Because he's currently, you know, comment frenzy, you know, is in the chat and he's saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you mad, just trying to give you a heads up so you can get in front of the nonsense. Apparently, comment frenzy is talking about some nonsense which is going on. So let's still a little bit of investigating, shall we? We're behind about 12 minutes, okay? There's my stream, there's a Meerkat. Where's Raw Phil? There you are.
Diamond.
There we go. Shut up for a second, Phil. We don't want spoilers.
So, if you guys ever wanted to see me go back to...
So where's the comment frenzy thing?
Thanks. Happy. You know what I'm saying?
Is it this bit here? So comment frenzy is there saying DSP Gaming, hey man, just a heads up that some of your haters are mad at you for getting emotional last night, but not during the 9/11 clip on last week's React. Hope you're... What? No. Jesus. Oh my fucking god, man. It's incredible the fucking kind of things that his own audience is trying to fucking stir up. I can only imagine, is that a genuine fucking fan, or is that a denthead in disguise that got gifted a membership or some pish? What the hell, man? Jesus fucking Christ, man. So that comment there, comment friends is saying, hey man, some haters are mad at you for getting emotional last night, but not during the 9/11 clip on last week's React. Hope you're having a good day.
So there you go. Comment frenzy, stop right now. I'm just going to say that. Don't repeat what you're saying. You're saying toxic stuff in the chat. Nobody gives a crap. Just stop repeating it. Nobody gives two craps. Thanks. Okay.
Jesus Christ, man. Big fucking deal. Big fucking deal, bitch. And comment frenzy's been fucking arse-licking non-stop ever since I said, Phil, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad. Just trying to give you a heads up. Get in front of the fucking nonsense. What fucking nonsense?
I pasted this like 3 times in the chat. I'm trying to ignore this guy. Okay. So that is
was that toxic, by the way? Was Phil saying that to them? And you know, as weird as it was, I don't think that was toxic. Because Phil wasn't actually, you know, he's just basically saying like, please stop saying what you're fucking saying. You know, I'm trying to ignore it, but you know, please stop. I don't think we're certainly seeing Phil be more toxic. Okay, let's give it time and let's see Phil be more toxic, because I don't think that was toxic enough. Toxic is a spec. You can't just fucking take it because Phil fucking is a bit upset in his audience, you know. We know Phil can get far more upset. He usually does. So yeah, let's just wait for the further toxicity to come out.
It for Chrono Trigger. Now here's the thing, I left it open-ended because we did not do the optional endings and we did not explore the post-game content that unlocked, because apparently once you beat the game in this version, there's post-game, like after you beat the game, there's new stuff that opens. I don't even know what that is because I've never done that before. So, if you
shut up for a second. I'm going 1.5. Phil bores me greatly.
If you guys ever wanted to see me go back to Chrono Trigger when things calm down from this busy gaming season, because it's a very busy gaming season right now, we got to focus on all the new games we're playing. But maybe come slower times, if you guys wanted me to go back and see what this optional content is that opened, or maybe you would like me to go through New Game Plus and see the optional endings, we could maybe do that. And I'd be willing to do that if you guys want to see it. Let me know. In the meantime, I will let this stay on my mini PC and we'll keep it there as an option in the future. All right. So you guys want to say, well, what's next for the mini PC? Because that was a cool month and a half. You know, you had this mini PC over the summer, donated by a viewer. It seems to be working out well. You know, what's your next plan for the mini PC? Right now, I really don't have one. I can tell you one thing I absolutely want to do with the mini PC is I want to set it up with Fightcade, and I want to play classic fighting games. I want to play games such as X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, maybe Capcom vs. SNK 2, and definitely Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Like, those games I'm all over. I want to play so badly on there. All right. But we need time because right now it's busy. We're going to have this busy gaming season. People are going to want to see more of the more recent fighting games like Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat. It's not going to be about retro stuff. What will happen is eventually things will slow down. People want to see more retro stuff. I'd be down for that. I totally would be. If that's something that you would want to see in the future, all right? I'd be down for that, all right? So let's see how things go. Someone just said in the chat, what about Team Fortress 2? I love Team Fortress 2. I haven't played it in ages. I used to play the hell out of it. I love the game. I don't know how viable that would be. You do it one-off stream of it or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this mini PC would play Team Fortress 2 at like mid-settings. So maybe we would do that at one point in the future. Okay, something like that. But yeah, let's see. For now, I would say the mini PC is likely going to get a rest. I don't really see us using it for anything in the next couple of months with all the games out now in October, November, maybe near the end of the year. Or I will say this too. One thing that's really cool about it. Every year when I do my Halloween marathon and my Christmas marathon, people are like, we play games on PC, and every year I'm like, you know, my PC can't really handle it. Now I have a PC that likely could handle like up to mid-range games. So if you guys know of indie horror games or Christmas-themed games or things you just wanted to mess around with during those marathons, I can do it now. I can just turn that sucker on and we can do it over there. I have more freedom, which is excellent. Freedom is much better than being limited in what you can do, and I'm not just exclusively limited to consoles anymore. So that's a really cool thing, right? So, there you have it. I hope that sounds good. Thanks for watching Chrono Trigger. I can't wait to use the mini PC for more stuff in the future. Right now, probably not going to do anything in the short term, but I'm definitely planning on doing things in the more long term. Okay?
Cool. Thank you for the thumbs up, Phil. And that means we can tick off sounds good.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
We're doing quite well on the bingo card, as you can see. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're 8 away. 8 away from a full house, and Phil has got plenty more to talk about, I'm sure.
Excellent. All right. So that was yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to our discussions about the future, I just want to say thank you so very much for all of your support. Remember, I'm an independent content creator. I don't have any sponsorships. I don't have any partnerships. I don't have any paid product placements or paid promotions. I have very limited ads that I run in my content here on purpose. Why? Because I want to give you honest content. And I feel that too many content creators in the modern day have become more about, oh, we have to pay the bills and make ends meet, and everything is a paid promotion, sponsored by this.
Yeah, Phil, there's nothing wrong with that, though. Well, there's absolutely fucking nothing wrong with fucking prominent content creators fucking taking that chance for them fucking doing well enough to fucking advertise a product. If that's what they fucking need to get by, fair enough. I don't fucking mind that whatsoever. I'm not going to fucking stop supporting a content creator because they fucking took a financially responsible decision to fucking make sure they can fucking feed themselves and feed their fucking family and look after their fucking loved ones. That would be quite selfishly irresponsible of me just to fucking dismiss a content creator I fucking liked because they dared to fucking share a product. Obviously, I'm not fucking saying it depends on the fucking product, of course. I mean, if you got some random fucking YouTuber trying to show like fucking something terrible, you know, like what the fuck are you doing? To an extent, yeah, but for the most part, I don't fucking mind though. I don't think most fans would fucking mind either. Phil's fans didn't fucking mind when he fucking showed Loot Crate. Phil's fans didn't fucking mind when he fucking showed the beanbag chair on the gamer seats. Multiple, not just one, but 2 of them, yeah, he was fucking trying to show. His fans didn't fucking mind when he fucking had what else was it? He had, what else was it? Oh yeah, he promoted things like, gamer snacks, healthier gamer snacks. It's one of the very first episodes of DSP Tries It, Phil promoting gamer snacks, and then a fucking gaming company made a joypad, a DSP Xbox controller joypad. He showed that as well and fucking promoting them and that shit, you know what I mean? Some fucking later mods. What the fuck? Phil has showed things in the fucking past. He doesn't do it anymore, partially because he's not that fucking popular, and partially because he knows he would be the world's biggest fucking hypocrite if he suddenly started showing anything. There is nothing wrong with YouTubers fucking doing the absolute best to fucking make ends meet, to fucking make sure they fucking, like, say, Phil turns up the stream every day. He does no editing. He basically just starts recording, stops recording, starts and stops, that's it. And then he'll fucking split that shit up into segments. Most good content creators put time and effort into the fucking content they're fucking making. It'll be content that I've spent, you know, days, weeks, maybe sometimes months into fucking creating. To fucking, you know, fucking taking all this editing that goes into it as well to try and make it a fucking watchable fucking, you know, product, essentially, for the viewer. But Phil puts in minimal fucking effort, so who the fuck would want to sponsor Phil with his minimal fucking effort style of fucking content creation. Nah, I'm all for fucking content creators. Fucking if they get a sponsorship, fair play to them. Big ups to them fucking getting that bag and making sure they're fucking making a smart financial decision to look after themselves. But Phil, though, he sees it as a bad fucking thing for some reason.
Listen to this shilling. I'm not about that. I never have been. In 15 years, I've never shilled for you.
No. Fuck you, Phil. I just fucking explained to people right now that you fucking used to fucking shill Loot Crate on a fucking monthly fucking basis. You fucking shill beanbag chairs and game controllers and fucking gamer snacks, and you're a fucking liar. You're a lying piece of fucking shit. How dare you fucking have the audacity to fucking lie to your fans right now and pretend you never fucking shilled anything in your fucking life?
And I don't want that to change. The reason that I've been able to continue to be successful is because of your crowdfunding support these 15 years I've been a YouTuber. If it wasn't for you, I would have to do what everyone else does, and the content would definitely change. For the worse, in my opinion. So I want to say to you, thank you sincerely to those who support my content. I know that my viewership is much less than it used to be. I make curated content for this specific audience, and they appreciate it enough that they support me in my efforts to continue. Let's talk about how you can do that. If you like the content here, number one, please engage with it. Whether that would be liking the stream or liking the video you're watching, if you think it's a good video, please like it. Those likes add up and help this channel to get prominence in the YouTube search algorithm. In addition, interacting with me on a live stream or leaving comments on an on-demand YouTube video also help for the engagement algorithm. Even something as simple as saying, hey, just wanted to say hi, have a good day, or hey, watch the video, having a good time, thanks, Phil. Something like that helps a ton. It really does. And so many people don't do it. They just take it for granted. They don't realize how much help that actually is. You know what I'm saying? So please consider doing that if you like the content. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, here's other ways you can support. A super chat, or a super sticker during a live stream, or a super thanks on an on-demand video that's eligible. Those are ways you can contribute via YouTube system. And in a chat, you'll get highlighted messages. On a video, you get a highlighted comment. I will actually go out of my way to shout out those contributions on the stream, or on an on-demand video, I actually highlight, I favorite, I like, and I actually respond to your comment, okay? A membership is a great way to help out because it's an ongoing subscription every month that gets you tons and tons of features. For example, unlocking dozens upon dozens of emotes here in the chat, getting a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. How about being able to talk as much as you want in the chat without any limitation while everyone else has a slow mode on? You don't. And of course, when we do special events, for example, the upcoming Halloween event, you will be able to nominate and vote on parts of that event with priority. The members themselves will be selecting a game or two that I'll be playing during the upcoming Halloween event. There you go. Now, if you want to support this channel in a way that helps out the community, all right? Well, how can you do that? Give some memberships. Memberships are giftable to the community. And every day we have hundreds of people here who would definitely appreciate a gifted membership, all right? So thanks in advance to anyone who becomes a member or maybe thinks to give some membership to the community. That's a tremendous help, okay? Lastly, there's tipping. Tipping is a way which you can contribute directly to my PayPal account. And tipping really helps for a couple of reasons. Number one, I get tips immediately. So if you tip me today, that's something I can use to pay a bull, to buy a game, to buy some groceries for my family, whatever it may be. Those tips go right away to something important. Number two, I get a bigger cut of tips than I do of other contribution methods because there's no middleman. It just goes directly to me. Yes, PayPal takes a small cut, but for the most part, I get most of it. Everything else, there's some processing time involved. There is some middleman. And listen, I'm not here to tell you, hey, contribute this way, that way, or the other way. You contribute however you want if you so wish. Thank you in advance. I'm grateful to anyone who contributes in any way, okay? But tipping is a great way to do it because it helps so much. I actually have these reward tiers, like a $50, $100, and $150 reward tier in place if we hit tips goals, okay? So please consider contributing to the stream in some way today if you like the content. My goals for this week, goal number one, 650 members by the end of the week and stay at it. And what I mean by that is sometimes we hit the goal, but then we lose a bunch of members over the week. I want to hit 650 and hold by the end of the week. Number two, I want to hit one tips goal a day. I have 2 streams a day, 2 times to hit a tips goal. If I can hit 1 tips goal a day, that would make me feel good. All right, that would help a lot. So let's see.
Phil, as far as I'm aware, that has effectively always happened, though. Let's look at this. The last time Phil did not hit 1 tips goal in a whole day was when he fucking played Starfield in a day stream and Street Fighter in a night stream, okay? This was back on the 5th of September. The 6th. The 6th of September, my bad. 6th September. Starfield, $40. Day stream. Street Fighter, night stream, $20. But almost every single other day, Phil is hitting a fucking goal at least once a fucking day. Very rarely is that not the case. Look at all the yellows in the day stream. It's especially the day streams. If Phil has a fucking bad day stream, then the night streams are very likely, a strong likelihood you're not going to fucking hit a tier 1 goal. Just based off of this alone. The average of this here, right, from what I've just selected right there, right, these last few night streams, Phil has averaged $37 per night stream. Sometimes he's hit a tier 1 goal, and sometimes he hasn't on the night streams. But Phil is fucking making out like he's not getting any fucking goals whatsoever. No, he usually hits a fucking glasses goal anyway. At the very bare minimum, he hits 1 fucking tip goal. And by the way, this is out. This members shit here is all outdated. These numbers here I've seen, I've seen fucking Auto Insane saying "Feck me, can I give to members?" This is information going back to fucking May. Since at this point in time, because the channel split between like fucking DSP Reacts as well, and Piece of Piece just didn't want to. I don't know if it was complications trying to work out how many members they had across both channels, but yeah, this stuff here on the right hand side is older information, which is no longer relevant today. Just to clear up. But yeah, Phil almost always is rare for him to not hit one single fucking tier goal in a whole entire day. Also otters. That's so fucking cute. Anyway, back to the bingo.
See what happens this week. Hopefully we can hit those goals by the end of the week. So far, we have hit at least one tips goal a day the last 2 days. Sadly, the other streams we didn't hit had like nothing. Both night streams this week.
What? I'm sorry, hold on. Yesterday he hit glasses. Before that he hit glasses. 3 nights ago he hit glasses. 4 nights ago he hit glasses. Both streams. 5 nights ago he hit glasses. No, Phil, you've been making the goals regularly. Your tier 1 goal has been getting hit quite a lot lately, Phil. The last day you couldn't get a fucking tier goal hit was back at the start of the month on the 6th of September. That was what fucking... Jesus fucking Christ, Phil. Why are you lying to your audience and saying you fucking didn't hit any fucking goals a few days ago? When we can see for ourselves, you clearly fucking did.
So far, we have hit at least one tips goal a day the last 2 days. Sadly, the other streams we didn't hit had like nothing. Both night streams this week had like $5 to $10 of tips.
But you only fucking wanted one tier goal a day. That is what you told your audience. You told your audience you're only looking to try and hit 1 tier goal per day. That includes the fucking night stream. You fucking idiot.
So it didn't really, work out in that regard. But I am hoping that overall this week things will even out. I guess we'll see. So let's see what happens today. Hopefully we can hit some of these goals, okay? All right, schedule. Today it is DSP versus the Internet, my weekly React show. So as soon as this podcast is done, you're going to see a big pop-up on your screen that's going to say, hey, everyone, click on this and head over to DSP Reacts for our weekly React show. Head over there and follow me, and we're going to watch clips from all over the Internet from my channel members over there for about 3 hours. It's always a good variety show. You never know what you're going to see because a lot of those clips are put into a randomized playlist, and it's all about RNG, what YouTube selects. It's a great show, though. I really enjoy it every week. It's a good variety to break stuff up, and I hope you'll join me for that over there. And that is the primary way I make money on that channel is the streams. Because on that channel, almost everything gets demonetized. Seriously, like all the videos, because I'm watching other people's content, they all get claimed and demonetized. So basically supporting those streams via, memberships, give them memberships, super chats, and tips. That's what makes that channel viable. So please support the content over there if you enjoy the React stuff, okay? Tonight on the late stream, we return to DSP Gaming for Invasion Mode in Mortal Kombat 1. It's the first dedicated stream I'm doing of the mode. I am planning on switching between several different characters as we play the mode. I'll probably start off with a nuke. Maybe I'll do Kenshi. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. I'll pick a different character, mess around with them a little bit. And I think that's a good way to have variety. Maybe every half an hour to hour, switch out characters to try different things and try to unlock as much content as I can, because right now there's a ton of content available to unlock in that mode. Now I'm looking forward to that tonight. I hope you'll join me for that on the late stream, again, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time here on DSP Gaming, okay? Tomorrow, we return to Starfield for the first time in ages. We're going to have a daytime Starfield stream. Last time around, we had gone through the vast majority of the Freestar Collective campaign, correct? We got to the very end, but we didn't get to see the ending. So we're going to get to see the ending of the Freestar Collective campaign and see what the resolution is, and then decide what we want to do next. Do I want to do another faction? Do I want to maybe continue on with the main story? Do I want to get distracted with some side content? I guess it'll all depend. We'll have to see. But I'm excited for more Starfield tomorrow. I've enjoyed the playthrough so far, and I hope you guys will join me for more during the day stream. Tomorrow night, more Mortal Kombat 1 Invasion. My hope is that by the end of Monday night stream, we will have unlocked the stuff that we need to do all the multiplayer, because there's 5 or 6 cameos. I keep forgetting if it was 5 or 6. And so far in an hour, we unlocked 1. So if we unlock like a rate of 1 per hour, that would probably mean that we'll have them all unlocked by the end of Monday night, in which case then, if I go online, we'll have all the content unlocked, okay? So, let's see what happens, but let's have a good time with that Monday night and hopefully get everything unlocked. Tuesday is a brand new game release, Lies of P, and I'll be trying it out all day long. It's a Game Pass game. Yes, it's supposed to play like Bloodborne, but it has a unique plot. We're going to see what it's like. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. I'm not committing to a full playthrough, but I want to give it the day to give it a shot, let it sink in, see if it's something that I like and enjoy, and if we're going to do a full playthrough of it or not, okay? So, hopefully you'll join me all day Tuesday for Lies of P. Wednesday is my final consecutive streaming day this week before my break on Thursday. Wednesday's daytime stream, I'm leaving wide open. And here's what I mean by that. It could be Starfield. It could be Lies of P. It could be Mortal Kombat 1. It could be whatever you guys want, all right? I'll leave it open. We'll talk about it over the course of this week. And hopefully by the end of Tuesday, we'll have determined what we want that daytime stream to be on Wednesday. Wednesday night will be Street Fighter 6 ranked gameplay with Lily. Last time around when we played randomly on my day off on Thursday, I actually got Lily all the way up to 4-star diamond. We are continuing the climb, as hard of a climb as it is, because man, it is hard to win against top tiers with her because she just does not have the priority nor the tools to really get out of basic stuff. But I'm doing it. I'm climbing. I'm winning. I feel like if we keep on with this, we are going to get her to master, and that's my goal. So we continue on with Lily on Wednesday night. Fun Street Fighter 6 stream, the only one of the week. I hope you'll join me for that. I'm off on Thursday. Next week will be a balance between Mortal Kombat 1, Lies of P, Street Fighter 6, and Starfield, and that's my focus for the week. Those 4 games, alternating between them all week long. Now, keep in mind, at the end of the month, September 27th, so what would that be? That would be Wednesday of next week? Why is it on a Wednesday? That is kind of weird, but I think it is, correct? It's a Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday of next week is the next major DLC release for Street Fighter 6, Aki. This is the Chinese fighter who uses claws and venom, like poison, okay? She looks incredibly unique. I don't think there's been a fighter like her in Street Fighter before. I have no idea how the heck she's going to play or if she's going to be any good, but I want to try her out, just like we did with Rashid last month. I want to give her the day, basically, you know, go in, you try her out in training mode, you try some of her trials and combos, and you go online, you give her a shot and see what I can do. Even if I suck with her, at least we try her and we kind of understand her basics and what she's capable of, right? So, yeah, that day will be a focus pretty much solely on her in Street Fighter 6. So, that's going to be the week. Next week will be a good balance of stuff. I think next week what's going to be, we're going to determine if I want to play Mortal Kombat 1 at length, and if that would be online play, invasion mode, a combo of both, or only one, because quite frankly, I was not impressed with the online play at all in the beta. It was very laggy, and the gameplay elements just don't seem too sound to me competitively. For a mess-around game, it seems fun. When you're trying to play this game seriously, and every character has an insane 50% juggle or more, when the cameos are dominant, it's like, what is this game? It doesn't feel like it's meant to be a competitive fighter. Much like I said, it seems like they're catering more to the 2000s crowd of Mortal Kombat when it wasn't a competitive fighter. It was more about the flashiness and the gore. Seems like that's what they're going for here. That doesn't make it a good game, though. So I guess we'll see when I get to the online play later this week. But, you know, it might be the make or break determination week of what I want to exactly do at MK1 moving forward or not. All right? So, all right. So, guys, that's the schedule for the week. That's what I got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a very interesting part of the show, because it's the kind of part of the show that I say it is your favorite segment. It also just happens to be my favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's everyone's favorite segment. Today, it is time for us to celebrate DSP news together. And today is a momentous occasion, because today is the actual official 10-year anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 5. It was 10 years ago today that the game was released on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And then in just a couple months, it was dumped onto the PS4.
Burger.
Right? Yeah, it was a wild time back then. You still had to go to stores in order to get physical copies of games for midnight release. There was no digital release. I remember.
Yeah, I believe Phil did camera point. We can't know just we couldn't confirm it.
Happens to be my favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, I say it is your favorite.
Yeah, I'm calling that a camera point. That right there is an absolute camera point for absolute certainty.
Favorite segment. It also just happens to be my favorite segment.
Although, the thing is, I don't think this is a creepy whisper. I'm not sure. Hold on.
In order to get physical copies of games for midnight release, there was no digital release. I remember having pre-ordered GTA 5 and sitting in line for it and hearing people talk about the botched launch of the Xbox One and how people still had misconceptions that you couldn't actually like trade in games or anything because Don Matrick had botched it so bad and people didn't even understand that a lot of the things Don Matrick had intended for the Xbox One had been scaled back. But that's it. First impressions are everything, right? So people still thought that. And I just remember, you know, that being one of the last times almost where there was so much hype over like a big release that everyone was excited, everyone was pre-ordering, everyone was lining up to get the game, you know, that night. You know, since then, I was right shortly after that, I would argue like a year or two after that everything went digital. And so the whole idea of midnight releases started to dwindle huge. GTA 5 really was kind of the last ginormous game like that. And I remember playing it with you guys and having a blast with it because here's the thing. I just played the Grand Theft Auto trilogy the year before. I never even played them. Yeah, and I played GTA 3 and Vice City and San Andreas the year before. And they were epic playthroughs everyone loved. So when I played GTA 5, people were so excited to see me play the new one. Admittedly, I don't think the new one lived up to the hype. I remember at the time, I thought that it was a fine game, and I enjoyed it. I thought that with the graphics and the unique interactive world they had created for the game, that I thought it was great. A lot of people were underwhelmed and thought that it should have been much better. I liked the fact that you could swap between the 3 protagonists, and always felt like they all had their own lives going on, because they were always in the middle of doing something else when you swapped between them. A lot of people thought that the whole idea was just kind of a cop-out, and that the characters weren't strong enough. It was definitely a mixed bag reaction, that's for sure. I think I liked it more than most people. I remember by the time that I finished it, the hype for it was already dead. Like, I remember the first few streams I did of it, people were insanely excited. I mean, those are back when I used to have thousands of...
Phil. That is a normal thing for your shitey content. You take so goddamn long to finish fucking video games compared to most other content creators. By the time you're finished with it, everyone's moved to fuck on.
Viewers. Seriously, I remember I probably had 2,000 viewers for the premiere of GTA 5 back in the day. That's how popular I was, you know? And people were all over it. But then... you know, the hype for the game died out over a couple of weeks as I was playing it. People didn't really care about it as much anymore. But it was a unique time, you know? And the thing is, if I hadn't just played GTA 5 as an anniversary run over the summer, I'd probably have a lot more to say. But I literally just replayed the game. I gave you my full thoughts on the game after 10 years. So if you want to hear that, head over to my GTA 5 anniversary run playthrough. And you're going to get a lot more information about my thoughts because I already have literally just done that, all right? Now that I've played it again 10 years later, I still think it's a great game. Certainly it does have some shortcomings, but at the same time, I do think it has a unique charm to it, and I kind of get why some people still like it as much. What's funny is, I think a lot of people didn't like it as much at launch. Then they got GTA Online, they got hooked on GTA Online, and then later they played the campaign and fell in love with the campaign after the fact, which is also a fine thing to do. But it was funny because when it came out, remember, there was no GTA Online. GTA 5 came out first, and everyone played the campaign first, and then GTA Online came out like a month or two later. So, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a great summertime playthrough. Arguably, it was the most viewed playthrough I've done in months. Seriously, if you look at all the playthroughs I've been doing, it was definitely GTA 5 that has gotten the most attention overall of any of the other games that I've played recently, quite frankly. And I do appreciate that. So thanks to all those who were there and watched it. If you want to watch it now, it's still great. It was a great interactive fun. I'm glad that I did it. But I don't really have much to say. Whoops. I don't have much to say about GTA 5 because I already did say it during that playthrough. Okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for shout-outs. And we have plenty of time today for shout-outs. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Our first contribution of the day is from Mr. Game Master, who did a $2 super chat. He says, Mortal Kombat gets Switch port, but no last gen. Yeah, I know, Mortal Kombat, if you can believe it, Mortal Kombat 1 is on the Nintendo Switch right now, and apparently it's atrociously bad. It runs horribly. The graphics look absolutely insanely bad. All the character models are way worse. The mocap's worse. People are finding insane bugs. Someone was playing it, and it was Shang Tsung versus Sindel. And so Shang Tsung walks forward to fight Sindel. He starts to walk back. All of a sudden, the character walks into the background of the stage, and he just shrinks and disappears. You're like, what the fuck? So then he said, let me walk right. So he started walking forward, and he walks past Sindel into the foreground, past her, and off the camera. And you're like, what the fuck? Have you ever seen anything like that before? I've never seen nothing like that before in a fighting game ever. That is a crazy bug that you can walk into and back of the foreground and off the game. You know? But basically, yeah, it looks terrible. Are you surprised? No. I mean, why would you even port this thing to the Switch? It's a super underpowered console. And the thing that's really getting people, they're charging $80. It's $79.99. No, $69.99. It's full price on the Switch. Whatever the full price is, it's full price on Switch. It's not like, oh, they discounted it because you're playing on the Nintendo console. Oh, no. It's full price. So you're getting ripped off because everyone else is getting a far superior game, and you're getting a piece of shit because you're playing on a Nintendo console. I think it's pretty sad, you know? But it is what it is. That's the modern state of gaming. If you're going to have a Switch, you got to understand you're going to get the worst version of the game, and Nintendo is not doing anything to really help that. We got to hope it's Switch 2, which, of course, ain't going to be called Switch 2. It'll probably be called, like, the Nintendo Gumdrop or something stupid like that. It'll be two little gumdrops that you push, and if you play the game like that, and maybe you lick it for flavor. Oh, this one's orange. Okay, jump. And then this one, you blow on it. Oh, I do a fireball, right? Like, knowing Nintendo, that'll be the next one. The stupidest thing ever. But anyway, you know that it'll probably have some unique thing no one cares about, and then it'll run like shit. But it is what it is. I hope that you guys are enjoying Mortal Kombat on the Switch. I certainly would not have bought that. I'd be like, hell no, I'm staying away from that. All right. Let us do some tip shout-outs today. We start off today.
I think I'm going to fucking tick off Toxic now for his attitude towards Nintendo.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
There we go.
Okay. With a $20 overnight tip. This one came in overnight from Harry Butthole. Thank you very much for a $20 tip, Harry Butthole. Let's get that on the leaderboard. There you go. All right. So Harry Butthole, whoops, says the following. I'm on part 8 of your Chrono Trigger playthrough. I am loving it so far. I really enjoyed your original 2013 playthrough as well. Chrono Trigger is still some of the most beautiful art in a video game ever. I completely agree. That's Akira Toriyama, the original creator of the Dragon Ball franchise, the guy who also did the art for Dragon Quest, as well as Blue Dragon. You know, he's done so many amazing things over the years, and this is one of his best works, in my opinion. I think Chrono Trigger looks absolutely amazing. I'm really glad you're enjoying it. If you're only on part 8, you got like 20 more hours to go. So you're really going to enjoy it. It gets much better in the later parts, and I'm sure if you already watched my playthrough, you know the plot. But what a meaningful playthrough for me, again, to enjoy that as an interactive experience for the first time. I've never been able to interact with an audience when I played it. When I played it 10 years ago, it was just for me. This time it was for everyone, and I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Harry Butthole, for enjoying Chrono Trigger and supporting it. Thank you so much. Okay, continuing on. I received a $3.16 tip from Lady Charisma. Alrighty, thank you very much, Lady Charisma. Let's see what Lady Charisma has to say. I decided, woo, React Day once again. I decided to try something new this week. I hope it doesn't get claimed. I've been trying to mix it up with my submissions, doing my part to not let things get stale. Thank you for that. Yes, not doing the same thing every week is definitely appreciated. At this point, I don't think we even really know what's going to get claimed. We'll give it all a shot. If it gets claimed, we have to skip it. It is what it is. Hopefully, it doesn't get claimed, though. Because if it gets claimed... Here's the thing. I don't mind if my videos get claimed on DSP React. It's kind of destined to happen. Almost every video over there gets claimed, and I make no ad revenue on any of them. All right? But the problem is if the stream gets claimed, it gets shut down. It'll literally say, we have detected you streaming copywritten content. Stop right now or your stream will get shut down. So if we're watching a clip, I immediately have to stop and go to the next clip. And it sucks if we're in the middle of something that's good. And then we have to just, oh, well, can't ever watch it ever again because YouTube treats it this way. It's really stupid. But anyway, I'm looking forward to the show today, and thank you, Lady Charisma, for that. Hello, Juan. How are you today? Hello. Okay, I received a $3.50 tip from Spawn Killer. Thank you so very much. He says, I remember your original Summer of Retro. You did get really upset fans didn't like that you were playing Earthbound. I actually for a time got turned away from your videos and I stopped watching you for a while. I'm glad you changed for the better. Here's the thing. Again, you have to understand where I was coming from, okay? At that point, I've been making videos since 2008. And admittedly, if you look at the games that I was playing, it was mostly all new releases. I was known as the guy who would go out and buy every new release, play it at launch, rush through it. I wasn't taking my time with these games. I was rushing through them to get them out there on the internet and be one of the first guys to do a full playthrough of a new release. Didn't matter if it was good or bad. As long as I was one of the first to do it, that's what my bread and butter was. That's what I was known as. So then, over the years, when I started doing this full time, starting in 2011, I realized there was going to be downtime. There was going to be holes and gaps in my schedule where there wasn't going to be constant new releases. Notably, back then, the summertime had almost no new games coming out. So therefore, I had to find things to fill in the gaps. In 2012, I did the Summer of GTA. And that was per the fans requesting it. It was Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas. Pretty much all back to back that summer. And it was me playing on original PlayStation 2 plugged into my HD TV. This created insane amounts of input lag. There was no HDMI conversion. It was just incredibly laggy. So imagine playing those games for the first time. They're already very difficult games. They always were known to have difficult missions and problems in them. Now imagine playing them in pixelated, fuzzy graphics on an HD TV, and the game is insanely delayed, everything you're trying to do. It was really hard to get through those games. And by the way, back then, I wasn't using strategy guides. I wasn't having people hold my hand. It was just me learning to do it on my own. I wasn't even a streamer back then. So it was just me playing them offline. I didn't have anyone to help me. So that summer was a summer of pain and suffering, but was one of my most successful summers I ever had. I'm not kidding you. I made insane amounts of money that summer. I made more money that summer than I did that fall. Think about that. Then in the fall with all the new gaming releases, I made more money during the summer playing classic GTA than I did during the fall. That was pretty wild. The views were sky high. I mean, every video I put out with those playthroughs was getting tens of thousands of views, and the videos were 10 minutes long. I want you to think about that. In a given day, I would play GTA. Let's say I was playing San Andreas. I would play it for 7 hours that day. Each hour was 6 videos. Do the math. I was putting out 30 to 40 videos a day, and each video was getting 10,000 views. So in one day, I was getting about 500,000 views, and that persisted all summer. So that was a crazy summer. The next summer comes along, and what I'm hoping is that I have gotten enough good faith in my audience now on YouTube that I can play whatever I want and people will actually watch it and appreciate it, okay? So I decided that I wanted to do a Summer of Retro. Why? Because much like the summer before where those GTA games meant a lot to my audience, the games that I wanted to play during the Summer of Retro meant a lot to me. These were all games from my childhood that I enjoyed so much, including Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Super Mario 3, Chrono Trigger, and Earthbound, to name a few, because I think there might have been a few more, but I can't really remember. And I absolutely felt that my audience was going to be like, wow, this is cool because we see a different side of Phil. Instead of him raging and instead of him rushing through these games, he knows what he's doing because he has passion, and we're going to see his enjoyment, and we're going to like these. Literally the opposite happened. Imagine you're going into something with a positive expectation that your audience will appreciate what you do, and instead you get nothing but criticism and negativity tossed your way. I saw record low views, tons of thumbs down on the videos. That's also what gets me. They thumbed down the videos. I want you to think about that. Just because I wasn't playing a new hot game or a GTA or a gory game or a fighting game, because I chose classics, people were coming in droves and thumbing down the videos for playing classics. That killed me because that hurts my channel's algorithm. You know what I mean? That actually hurts the momentum of my channel. That really hurt. And it did hurt my feelings, admittedly. I remember. I was very upset because here I am thinking that people are going to appreciate the fact that I'm doing something outside the box that I wouldn't do, and I want to share my passion for games with my audience. And quite frankly, my mainstream audience didn't appreciate it. I'm absolutely sure there were people who did, of my core audience, but the people who were the mainstream YouTube viewers just didn't get it. And they started leaving really negative comments on the video. Oh, what you're a dinosaur. You're so off base. You have no idea what modern viewers and gamers like and want. Why would you do this? It's the worst summer you ever chose. I mean, you gotta understand, even people like the Airy Lord, who was one of my biggest fans, was coming out saying, oh, I don't really like this. This is boring. I was like, you're kidding me, you know? So it really hurt. And I remember getting very upset and kind of arguing with the audience. Now, see, that's the difference. Today, if we have a disagreement, we'll talk it out. I want to understand your perspective, and we come to an arrangement of understanding. Even if we agree to disagree, that's today. 10 years ago, I was a different dude. 10 years ago, it was like, how dare you not agree with me that these games are great classics? How dare you not like these playthroughs and thumb down my videos? I got actually, like, legit upset and heated over this with my audience. You know what I'm saying? And exactly. Canadian Kirk says, my way or the highway. Exactly right. That was my mentality back then. Listen, if you don't like my content, you don't have to watch it. Get the fuck out of here. Instead of saying, hey, okay, let's talk a little bit about why you're not liking what I'm doing. Maybe we can adjust on the fly. Maybe we can do, you know, I didn't do any of that back then. I literally did not take feedback. It was, I'm going to do what I want. You deal with it. And so, yeah, that's really why I feel that summer failed as bad as it was. And I think that's why a lot of people got upset, because they started looking at me as a guy who's like, listen, this guy just doesn't listen to feedback. He's not growing. He's just staying like this big kind of like pig-headed dude. And we don't want to be a part of that. We'd rather have someone who wants to talk and hang out and interact, and you know what I mean? And I get that. It's different today, for sure, than it was back then. Today, I'm very open to listening to your constructive suggestions. And listen, there's still assholes out there who come and they insult and all that. But I'm talking about people who come here with constructive criticism, suggestions for improvement. I listen to that now. And I understand that I am not some infallible dude. In fact, I'm a very fallible guy, right? I am. I'm very flawed, and I do my best to improve myself based on...
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, money.
Banging Phil, thank you very much to why am I toxic for subscribing to the channel. What a brilliant fucking name. The letters why am I toxic. Here's subscribing to the channel, much appreciated.
Some infallible dude. In fact, I'm a very fallible guy, right? I am. I'm very flawed, and I do my best to improve myself based on feedback. I try to make more meaningful content for you guys now, and I hope that you like it. That's what I said. Playing Chrono Trigger 10 years ago versus today was completely different. I feel like they're two completely different playthroughs, right? Same game, but what a different mentality, what a different style, what a different person I am now, and I'm happy for that. I really am. So, thank you for understanding. Someone like Spawn Killer here, who years ago got very upset with me because I got upset with him, right? I understand a lot. That was the turning point. You gotta remember, it was around late 2011, 2012, and then 2013 were the years where This Is How You Don't Play started becoming very prominent and exploding on the internet. So that was when the big anti-DSP movement began on YouTube, and it became more fun to make fun of me than to even enjoy content along with me.
Fucking do it. Fucking name drop Evil AJ. Fucking do it. I dare you. I double dare you, you piggy bastard. Fucking say his name. He lives rent free in that fucking head of yours. Say his name.
So that Summer of Retro was the tipping and breaking point for a lot of people. It really was. And that sucks because I feel like today I'm a better person, but how many people just don't care or don't listen? They won't actually come and check out my content. They'll just believe all the memes, all the tropes, all the bullshit about me, and never come back and give it a shot. And then people who do come back and give it a shot a lot of times say, whoa, this is totally different. He's not even the same guy. It's a totally different style. It's totally different content now. This is actually relaxed and fun, which is what we wanted back then, right? We didn't get it. Now we get it because he listens, but, you know, it's too late. His reputation is completely destroyed, and no one really gives a shit. Everyone would just rather laugh at him than give him a chance. You're right. But I'm still happy to be able to still be here and do what I do for a living. I'll never be some big shot. I'll never be virally popular. I'll never have a tenth of the views today that I had back then. Seriously, back then, there were months. At the height of my YouTube popularity, I was bringing in over 10 million views a month on DSP Gaming. Today, I don't get 1 million. Yeah, but you know what? I'm happy with what I have. I'm grateful for what I have. And I'm grateful that you guys still allow me to be who I want to be and to make the content I want to make through your support. Thank you so much for that. To Spawn Killer, I want to personally say I apologize to you if you took offense at anything I did 10 years ago, because I know back then I was a different guy. I was very defensive. Again, my shit didn't stink, right? That's how I acted. And a lot of my attitudes back then were very unwarranted and basically not worth your time. And I hope that I've earned back your viewership with my change in attitude over the years. Thank you for that. Okay. All right, guys. We got a little bit of extra time. If anyone has any questions or anything they'd like to toss my way, I'd be very open to that. What do you guys think? Anyone have anything you want to tag me with in the chat or any questions or anything for me? Excuse me. Yuck. Jade, thank you. Please save those fatalities for when we're playing, and we'll see. I'll probably end up trying General Shao at some point. Common Frenzy, it's all good. You don't have to apologize. Turtle Dude, what's going on? Good to see you today. Yes, Cat is loving Starfield and continues to play it. Thing is, she knows the game's not perfect. There are things in the game she's annoyed at. All right? Just like me. But she's liking the game overall because she really enjoys the open world Bethesda game. She likes Elder Scrolls, she likes Fallout, so she's really enjoying Starfield. No, I'm not going to teach Elon Musk how to find romantic love. He'd actually have to be human to find it. That's the problem. He's a reptilian, right? Derek, I did not see any comment from you before. No, I did not. By the way, that's a joke. Before people start saying that DSP said that Elon Musk should date iguanas and shit, I'm just joking. People take offense at everything today. It's ridiculous. They're so wimpy. Yikes. Jasper's in the chat. A bunch of Jasper emotes. Very nice. I've never been to a vacation house. No, I have not. I must confess, the whole concept of a vacation house is foreign to me because I will never have money for a vacation home, or nor will I have friends who are rich enough to go to their vacation home. So I don't even really understand the concept.
Shut up, bitch!
Oh,
yes, Derek, email me the link to the tier maker. You should do that. Absolutely. I'd like to take a look at it. I can give you some feedback and let you know what I think.
So much dead air.
I've never been camping. No, I have not. I've been fishing, but never camping.
Say something. Oh my god. Say
Thoughts
something.
on the upcoming videos? I don't know what you mean. You mean today's React videos? I basically, when I make the playlist for the React show, here's what I do. First of all, I gotta click on every video and make sure it's not flagged for adults and not flagged for kids. Either one I cannot watch, okay? Then once I've passed that screening, I initially will read the title of the video and essentially click play and make sure that the video works and it's not something incredibly offensive right off the bat. But at most, it's a couple seconds. Then I pause it, and if it looks like it cleared my criteria, I add it to playlist and I move on. I don't screen the videos. I don't watch them, because what's the point of screening the videos if I'm gonna watch them on the show? You know what I mean? So That's the thing. Like, I don't know what I'm going to watch today. And by the way, Ultra videos are guaranteed to be watched. We're going to at least watch a portion of each one. But the standard member videos are randomized by YouTube. I don't even know what we're going to watch today. I can't have thoughts on what I don't know what we're going to watch, right? All I can say is, please keep up variety. Variety is the key to the React show being good and entertaining. If it's the same kind of videos every week, it gets very played out and boring, okay? Dr. Oink just did a super chat, and he says, it's your boy Dr. Oink. Can I get an amen? Why would I say amen to you? Are you the Lord Savior who I should be worshiping? I don't think so, Dr. Oink, but I appreciate your super chat. Thank you for that. Jade, it's good to see you. I know you'll be here tonight for Mortal Kombat, right? Because like I said, I think I would need some help with fatalities, and like you recommended, I think I might actually go into, I might go into the fatality training mode just to test them. Because why am I having such difficulties with fatalities? I don't know. It's ridiculous. I've done them in every game before besides this one, so I think I would like to test them tonight. Let's see. Lady Charisma says, do you prefer RPG light games like Starfield or games that lean into RPG heavies like BioWare and more D&D based games? I think there is an audience and a time for all of them. That's the thing. That's the key to why I feel I have had 15 years of longevity and why I still have the viewer base I have, is because I don't just play the same kind of game or like one. I like everything. I like variety. Variety is keeping my content fresh for everyone. I could play Starfield, but I could also play a turn-based RPG like Chrono Trigger, and they're both great games in my opinion that I can enjoy. I don't have a preference. I just like the fact that games are so, varied that we can keep things going fresh, Of course, there's things that are better and worse in each one. Gameplay in a game like Starfield is a lot of shooting stuff. It's very generic. Turn-based gameplay in a game like Chrono Trigger is a lot more strategic. At the same time, you can say that Chrono Trigger is a grind and kind of boring, right? So, everyone has different opinions. I like it all, though. Okay, thank you, Derek. Did I think about making the React show longer? No, we've already talked about this, that the feedback I receive is that even taking out the 3 hours a week to do the React show is too much for my gameplay, that my gameplay is my bread and butter, it's what I'm good at, the React stuff is good as supplementary, but a lot of people want more gameplay, especially this time of year during the big releases. People are upset when I'm taking time out from gameplay. That's why I'm not even doing a special event this month. I've actually done a special event every month this year, and in September I cut it out to have more time to focus on the new games. And the thing is, again, I gotta say this, the React stuff is very different than the gameplay stuff. On a gameplay stream, typically, I get a certain audience, a certain amount of viewership, a certain amount of support. I get ad revenue after the fact on the videos. When I do React content, 90% of the time the videos get claimed. I get absolutely nothing for making those videos. It's all about the support I get during the streams. And admittedly, a lot of the times the React streams are very slow and I don't get much support during them. So I can't increase the amount of content I'm doing React-wise if I'm not seeing the equivalent support to support that. You see what I'm saying? Right now, the gameplay stuff is doing better than the React stuff. Overall, I'm not saying the React stuff isn't viable. It is, and I'm appreciative of those who are supporting it. I'm still doing the weekly show and enjoying it. But right now, if for example, if people were like, hey, let's do more React stuff, but then I double my number of members over there, well, then it would make sense. Or if every time I streamed a React stream, we were hitting all the goals and everything, then it would make sense to do more React content. But it's not. It's not happening. You'll see today, I guarantee it's probably going to be par for the course. Most React streams I do don't get much support. And that's really all I'm making on there. So I got to do what's right for everyone. That tells me essentially people want to see more gameplay than the general React stuff. You know what I mean? Lord Prince Albert has done a super chat. Says, I might not be the Lord and Savior, but I've arrived full cocked. I'm ready to have fun on this Sunday afternoon. Praise the sun and thank you. Well, thank you, Lord Prince Albert, for the super chat. If you'd like me to be honest about React content, here's the truth. I like doing the clip show, but I really like doing long form React. Like doing a documentary or maybe doing 30 or more minute long videos. I like doing that. The problem is there's just really no support for that right now. I'm being as honest and transparent as I can be with you guys. I like doing it. It doesn't really do well. The few times this year I did, like I did an internet historian all day long. It didn't really do well, right? So even the Wings of Redemption documentary I reacted to this year, it didn't really do that well. So it doesn't really warrant me taking entire days away from gameplay. Do you see? If that were the opposite, people supported that stuff more, I would do more of it. And the funny part about it was over the years, everyone said, you don't do React content like everyone else, you gotta do it. So I did it, and initially last year, when I did some of the biggest dramatic things, like me reacting to the Frederick Knudsen Down the Rabbit Hole video, or me reacting to the John and Howard video, or me reacting to the initial Wings of Redemption documentary, that stuff got attention. But much like everything, what ended up happening was, the gimmick of me reacting to stuff stopped being fresh and new. Because now Dark Side Phil does it every week. So because of that, it doesn't retain the viewership or the support or the interest anymore. And so just like that, kind of falls into the line of normal viewership. And that's what I mean. So here, you want to know what's going to do well? I'll tell you right now. Next year, all right, June the King is doing a full documentary on me. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. He's doing a full-length documentary. Essentially, from what he's saying, it's going to be his longest work ever. Because he's not just going to cover my origins. He's not going to cover this is how you don't play. He's going to cover it the most in-depth of anyone has ever covered on the internet. He's going to cover everything. He's even going to cover my detractors, okay? He's going to go full on into it. And the thing is, every time that he prepares to start work on it, something else happens. Like he was planning on doing it earlier this year, and then the side-scrollers thing happened, and then the fucking Keemstar bullshit and the Lol podcast bullshit happened. And it just kept going over and over. You know what I'm saying? So for him, hasn't even sat down yet to begin work because the project just keeps getting more elaborate. Okay? So I'm going to tell you right now, probably one of the biggest React things I'm ever going to do, all right, is when I react to his documentary about me. Because this documentary is probably going to be hours upon hours long. Do you know how much ground there is to cover? I'm a 15-year YouTuber now. And you can even separate it into eras, the early years of immature Darkseid Phil and how I became popular. Then how my audience turned on me with this is how you don't play movement. Then there were those middle years were kind of dark ages of Darkseid Phil stuff where I was kind of burnt out and didn't like what I was doing and I was depressed. And then there's kind of the Renaissance movement of me becoming a full-time live streamer. But then how my haters changed and now instead of being about my content, now they try to delve into my personal life and fucked up things in that regard. I mean, you're talking, there is so much ground to cover, all right? And I will say this. I will absolutely say this up front, all right? Even if this documentary essentially is going to have a lot of it that makes me look bad, because it will, because I've made many, many mistakes over the years, okay? I'm hoping this will be the fairest shake I ever got, because June the King has outright told me he does not want to take input from anyone. He doesn't want to take any input from my haters, and he doesn't want to take any input from me. He wants to do all the research himself. That is admirable. He's not going to do what the side scrollers did, where he's going to fucking go and just talk to my haters and get all the bullshit and believe it all. He's going to try to take it all in himself and then make the documentary. So, you know, I think it's gonna make, of course it's gonna make me look bad, because there's so much negative shit about me on the internet in general. Of course it's gonna make me look bad, but I think that when I react to that, when he gets it done, which probably admittedly will probably be a year, seriously, it might take him a year from now to do it. I think that's gonna be pretty crazy for me to react to that. And then I said based on what happens, all right, I'd be possibly willing to do some other stuff with him, like a follow-up interview or something after the fact, but we have to see how it goes. You know what I mean? So let's see. But I feel like he's gonna give me a fair shake. But like people are saying, well, your reaction stuff's gotten stale. It's because look what I'm reacting to. We're doing a weekly clip show, and honestly, I've been trying to avoid drama shit. People got tired of me reacting to documentaries that were all drama and nonsense, right? So I really feel like when I finally react to his documentary, that's gonna be like the biggest thing I've ever did react-wise. I feel like we're gonna have people watching like crazy. You know, the day comes out, everyone's gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna react to it probably that week. You know, that it comes out, and go from there. So anyway, I got a tip here. We gotta end the show soon, by the way. Spawn Killer with another $1 tip said, I started watching you since Fable 2. I saw all your ups and downs. You don't have to apologize. People have bad days. I always stick with you. Thank you, Spawn Killer. That's very nice of you to say that. Okay. Very good. Okay, Derek, again, I'll read your video later, or your email later, and I will respond and let you know. Oguz Sazi, apologies, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Says you'll always be one of the best content creators out there. Your dedication to your work and your idealistic perspective is admirable. Your follower from Istanbul. I love you very much. Well, thank you. That's nice of you to say. Thank you for that very much. Those nice, kind words. Istanbul. Where's Istanbul? Where is that? Where in the world is that?
Okay, you dumb son of a bitch.
I'm horrible at geography. Turkey. Oh, cool. I wonder if I have a big viewership in Turkey. Probably not. Right? I received a gifted membership from Parasolo. It went to Zesty Gimli. Zesty Gimli, be sure to thank Parasolo. Parasolo gifted another one. This one went to Cleo. Congratulations, Cleo. Hope you guys are enjoying your gifted memberships. By the way, it's about 85 degrees in my office right now. Why? Because the window is closed. So what I mean, even with the air conditioner off and it's cool outside, it's still really freaking hot. You know, I might just rip the freaking air conditioner out of the window at this point. Let me take a look here. Hold on. By the way, Derek. Oh, there it is. Got it. I just want to check. I got your email. I'll take a look at this later. I might take the air conditioner out right now. It's hot in here, man. Yeah, you know what? I think fuck it. I think I'm gonna open the window. I'm too hot and stuffy, and I don't want to turn on the air conditioner. So I think I might do that. I think I might just open the window, take all the air conditioner shit out of it, turn it off, push it over there, and get the fans on full blast for today. I think it might make sense to do it. I think it's finally gonna be fall time. Yeah. No, I don't want to turn the AC on. I'm tired of it. I just had the AC on for so many months. I've had enough. I need fresh air. It's stuffy as shit in here. Why do you think some days I come in and my throat sounds awful on the nasal? I need fresh air in here, man. I can't take it anymore. It's driving me nuts. JDTV, thanks for 3 months of support. He said I get emotional during gameplay a lot, by the way. You know what? That's because there's passion. Because you have passion. That's why. Passion is important in life. All right. I think we're going to end the show. All right. And I think I'm going to swap over to DSP React. We're going to get everyone on board. And it's going to run probably like 15, 20 minutes while I rip out the air conditioners. Seriously. I think that's what I'm going to do because I've had enough of this baloney. And I need to get fresh air in here. It's killing me. So let's do that. Let's end the podcast. Let's take a break for about 20 minutes while I get this air conditioner out of the window. I get some fresh air coming in here. All right. Full blast. And I hope that you guys will join me for the React show in about 15, 20 minutes. Sound good? Thank you all. Great podcast today. I hope that you all enjoyed it. And I'll see you all tomorrow when we'll talk about how it went. We'll also talk about more Invasion Mode in MK1 and any news. Thank you guys. I will see you soon. Okay. So let's do this right now, guys. Let's get set up. All right. Let us get everything set up here. So first of all, I got to change the webcam.
Before we even continue, let me tick off Creepy Whisper. A bit late, but yes, I'll tick it off now.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
He definitely had a Creepy Whisper when I was talking about GTA 5 earlier on. he kind of leaned into the microphone and kind of said, it was about the time he was fucking talking about how the game released on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and then like a few months later, they fucking released it on the newer consoles or whatever. So yeah, he definitely leaned into the camera. I meant to tick it off earlier on, didn't, but I've ticked it off now. We are 4 away from a full house. We're 3 burps away from a free space. Phil's at 61 likes, but I don't think we're going to get a free space from Phil. I can't see it happening. And yeah, so hopefully we can get those today, but it's not looking good.
All right, good. That didn't fit though. I think it fit now. We gotta get the DSP Reacts logo. We gotta get the appropriate pop-ups. So get rid of the YouTube pop-ups, and I need the React pop-ups. There we go. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. You will see a message on the screen that says, "Hey, click here to go to DSP Reacts." I'm gonna get the stream started over there within 5 minutes. Please give me 15-20 minutes to change these air conditioners out of the windows, and then we'll be back with the React show for you all. All right, guys, thank you so much. Great podcast. See you in a bit.
Wait. I just muted crap. So apparently people are now going over there. Oh god, it's not even live yet. Hold on, what do I press again to fucking make this smaller? I can't remember, what do I press to make this fucking smaller again? Hold on. Is it the T button? Nah, it's a T button, okay, cool. This is not even live yet. He's sending people over here now and he's not even fucking got everything live yet. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Let me just get this all set up. Give me a second here. I'm just going to fucking get Phil's chat updated so it appears down the bottom corner there. There we go. The chat should be able to down the screen, yep. So now we have a bunch of people just waiting for the fucking stream to start properly. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, the stream's not even fucking live. I guess we can enjoy Otters while we wait for Phil to fucking turn up to his own shit. So you guys, I'm gonna turn up the music. You guys can enjoy some Otters for it nicely. And yeah, I guess I'll be back in a few minutes, I guess. You guys enjoy the music, enjoy the Otters, and I'll see you guys in like fucking 5 odd minutes or so whenever Phil fucking gets back.
Good job. You alright?
I feel like I need a cigarette now. Shit.
Of course, bounties are for fun, little crow. Again, I can't make anyone do anything. This is not a commitment. There's no legal contract. These are people saying they're going to do something nice, right? So if you say you're going to do something nice, then do it. And if you don't, you're banned. Oh, Rob. You owe me easy money, all right? 10, 20, 40, bruh. Easy money. 10, 20, 40, easy money. $10 top 10, $20 top 5. Got the bag, got the bag, got the bag. Correct? I have your super chat right here. That's $40. And if you don't pay up, I'm gonna open the door and shoot you. You owe me easy money, alright? 10, 20, 40, correct? Easy money. 10, 20, 40. Easy money. Easy money. 10, 20, 40. Correct? Easy money. 10, 20, 40. Easy money. This vest is a symbol of that positivity. It's a symbol that together we can have fun as long as we stay positive and we can overcome anything together. I firmly believe at this point in my life, all right, that no matter what comes my way, that we can work together to overcome it, all right? But that being said, it's time for something new. Which vest is best? Which vest is e-beggar best? Okay, vest is best. Vest.
Yeah, young cat. Got that 150 on my chest. Bitches all around me, and they let me touch their breast. Got that saggy man boobs flowing, but that members count keeps growing. So I got to put it on a
Vest. Best. Vest is best.
150.
Okay.
150 for the best. vest.
Okay, the vest goal has been pretty hard to hit recently, and that's tough when, you know, things are tight. I get it. Things have been tight for a lot of people, you know. Another thing I don't want people to freak out about is the members. The members right now are super low.
Yes, I'm feeling fucking blessed. Begging for hats and glasses and a vest. Hoping that the pay pigs will impress. Everybody's begging me, stop spending on the WWE.
Which vest, okay, is best? Which vest is e-beggar best?
150,
Vest,
150,
best. Which vest
for the best.
is best? Which,
150, and I put it on my chest.
okay, vest is best. Vest is best. Okay, vest is best.
150,
Vest is best. Vest is best. Vest is best. Vest is best. Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream. I didn't make a lot of support yesterday. It's you guys and you know how much you're liking the content I'm doing in a given day, how much you can afford to support that content. Can you argue it's a begging model? I mean, I guess.
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills.
Scumbags and mental cases on the internet still support I'm a beggar and I'm a loser and I'm on level 1. And I can't go on a honeymoon with my wife. I'm paycheck to paycheck. I'm on level 1.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills. I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills.
If you are watching his shows and you're paying his bills, you're a fucking loser. You should not support this guy. He had the opportunity to make serious money to entertain you, and he wouldn't do it. But you're gonna still fucking give him $200? You're gonna give him $50 to pay his fucking bills? Nah, you got a job. You keep your money. Fuck that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to, one of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups, Meerkat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off. You see?
Give me money today.
Now, I do have a favorite ask. Okay, I mentioned this on tonight's late stream. I'm gonna probably be mentioning it on every stream this week. Here's the deal. This week I have 2 very large deals still, but then I also have my day off.
We're not live
Wednesday.
then.
Bring this up because I
We'll
know
keep
you
this music playing in it.
support if you were already planning on supporting me this weekend.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown.
Fucking loser.
Phil's this, Phil's that.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown. Phil's this, Phil's that.
Always going broke.
Phil's a beggar.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar.
If you think that someone who has to live day to day on tips and shit is funny, oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up.
Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown. Phil's this, Phil's that.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar.
Begging.
Phil's a beggar. Phil's a joke, Phil's a clown.
Always going broke.
Phil's this, Phil's that.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar.
He's a loco.
Phil's a beggar. It's not begging.
Okay, I'll be honest, it makes me nervous because I've noticed recently there's actually been an uptick in super chats, which is great. It helps the channel long term, and certainly I'm not being ungrateful. And if that's the only way that you can contribute or support the channel, great. If you can help me and tip me, please do. That's what I need help with right now, okay? Again, I'm not asking for anything above and beyond. You know idiots will come out in prayers. Phil's saying he wants you to pay directly.
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream. I didn't make a lot of support yesterday. It's you guys, and you know, how much you're liking the content I'm doing in a given day, how much you can afford to support that content. Can you argue it's a begging model? I mean, I guess.
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills.
Scumbags and mental cases on the internet still support. I'm a beggar and I'm a loser and I'm on level 1. That I can't go on a honeymoon with my wife. I'm paycheck to paycheck. I'm on level 1.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills. I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills.
If you are watching his shows and you're paying his bills, you're a fucking loser. You should not support this guy. He had the opportunity to make serious money to entertain you, and he wouldn't do it. But you're gonna still fucking give him $200? You're gonna give him $50 to pay his fucking bills? Nah, you got a job. You keep your money. Fuck that guy.
I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips, meals with my wife, tips, coming up.
Whoa. I think Phil's back, but audio only.
Tips, bills, and
So I'll just turn this music back down, and I guess bingo can continue, but it'll be kind of like this. Give me a wee second here. Just give me a second here. Let's rewind it. When did Phil stop having the music on? So hold on. I should unmute that.
I'm saying. And when it did, oh,
Okay, round about here. Fucking crappy music.
I'm coming for you.
Thank fucking now. We're back, we're playing bingo. Ears open. We can still win this.
Okay, everyone, hello and welcome. Please give me a few minutes to set up before we begin, because I just realized my entire setup reset. My laptop forcefully restarted the other day and did a Windows update. And when it did that, it unloaded a lot of my stuff. So here I am refreshing my events pop-ups here. I'm now getting my, let's see here. I'm getting the stream loaded. Hold on. Okay. Stream is loading right now. I mean, the stream is loading for you. You guys are watching. I'm saying for me. I need the chat and everything open before we can begin here. All right. And chat pop out here. Okay, so now I have the chat open. Good. And I just need to have this open. All right, I think we're good to go now. Let's check out here, okay? Hello, everyone. I am now air conditioner free. What I mean by that is I removed the air conditioner from the window in the office. It's out now. And therefore, all I have right now is a fan blowing in here. Now, afternoons are probably going to be warmer until it gets much cooler, which is supposed to be over the next week. But the sun's out right now, so it's kind of hot in here. So bear with me during these afternoons. But night streams will be nice and cool and relaxing. I'll even be able to open the blinds up and have fresh air coming in the window now, which will be nice. It's just going to be pretty hot the next couple of days, daytime, until it basically gets down into like the 60s, which it's supposed to. Like, I'm looking at the weather right now, and they're saying every day in the next week is supposed to be in the 60s during the daytime with clouds and stuff. So that's perfect. As long as that's the case, which they claimed it was. I couldn't take it anymore, basically. I didn't have any fresh air in here. I was sitting here, it was so stuffy, and it was bothering everything. It was bothering my sinuses. It was bothering everything I was doing. I couldn't take it anymore. So I took out the air conditioner. I had enough. Okay, so anyway, everyone here, welcome to the show. DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clips react show. I think you guys know the drill. You know that it is people who become members, gift memberships, or support the stream here that allow me to continue to do react style content, right? I've talked about it till I'm blue in the face. I don't really make any money on these videos because they all get demonetized. So please consider today supporting the channel. As you can see, we have lost a significant amount of members this week. We went from like 130 to 100. Actually, we had 150 at one point. We're down to 100 again. I'm not surprised. There's going to be times of the year when it's going to go like this. It's going to fluctuate. It sure would be great if you support my stuff, if you could support the stream today, perhaps with some gifted memberships, or maybe some tips. Either of those would be stupendously helpful right now, okay? Okay. Are we ready to get started? Let's do this. I'm already set up. What I need to do is just get my phone synced with the app. And we can begin. Okay. Happy Sunday to everyone, yes. Welcome, everybody. So let me put my phone in and get this open and get it synced. Here we go. Channel, playlists. Here we are. Sync.
I mean, Puddy's asking, was that a voice crack on? Yes. I mean, I'm willing to fucking take it.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
You know, we're probably not going to fucking win bingo anyway, so might as well fucking take it because it looks like he's about to fucking begin.
That's working. Okay. Alright, cool. It is working. Are you guys ready? How do you enable a membership on mobile? I don't know. I don't know if mobile's different than not mobile. I know that you can, if you're not a branded channel, you can get a membership. But the branded channels can't. Don't ask me what the difference is. I have no clue, and no one seems to understand it, including me. YouTube is just stupid in that regard. Okay. Alright, you guys ready? Alright, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
And that is going to be the end of bingo because Phil is now recording for his react crap. So sadly, we don't get a full house today. We're 3 shy of a full house. We're 1 more burp away from a free space, but that is what it fucking is. Sadly, we cannot fucking get a full house for today. But ahead, as always, tomorrow, as the saying goes. Now, I do hope everyone kind of liked. I mean, this picture, instead of just like green squares, we have the fucking, like, you know, the picture. Like, we could stick to green squares, or we could have the image. I don't know if people would actually prefer a random DSP image in the background instead, just to get slowly unveiled over time with each square. But keep in mind, this is very easily customizable. Like, I can add a whole bunch. So MicroPython Cypher, when he made his bingo program, and these wee updates as well, he provided 2 random images as well. And it's just like, it works off like, you know, 800 by 800 images. So I'm going to try and get some more images. I might try and make some up myself, and then I might also ask around in the artistic side of the community if they want to provide anything themselves, you know, because I'm a lazy bastard, let's be honest, I'm a lazy bastard. So, but yeah. And also you guys as well. I mean, if anyone has any wants to have their DSP image that they've made up show up in the background of us, you know, I'm sure we can try and work something out. But as I said, the way the settings are anyway is like 800 by 800 resolution picture, and you can just have it show up in the background, and you can even fucking like remove like the lines. So there you go. That's the whole picture. 3 squares shy of a full house because we didn't get a full house in me, but we're damn close. So we're damn fucking close. But there we go. But I'm going to be back for tomorrow for Bingo. But until then, guys, hope we all have a good one. I'm going to end with autos, of course. I'm going to end all the things by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. So until tomorrow, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more Bingo if you want to join me then. But until then, guys, peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that in an instant.